On the Oologah Mustang Sports Network, this is Mustang Football.
Let's go!
Now, here's your host, Brent Kellogg, Brady Despain, and Doug Winters.
That royal blue and Vegas gold has marched out under the lights in a state championship game. In the 1990s, Oologah had the most successful football program in its class. There are 2 gold balls proudly displayed in the halls of the high school. And hard work, great coaching, community buy-in, a little bit of luck that we call Mustang magic is what keeps the dream alive. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg. I'm joined in the booth with my partner in crime, the man that has a face made for radio, Brady Despain. And on the sideline, the man who turned down the role as the most interesting man in the world because he thought it was too boring. Doug Winters is a part of our broadcast team as well. Gentlemen, twice we've been able to go to a bigger school, put together just enough to get the win. Tonight the playing field's a little bit even. This is not a district game, but Hilldale is a 4A school, and they know exactly who's coming to town. The Tulsa World has the Mustangs ranked at number 5 in Class 4A this week, and tonight we can expect a dogfight. The weather could be a factor. We'll look at that in just a moment, but first things first. Coach Winters, you coached here. You know the town of Hilldale. You know the culture. What can the Mustangs expect tonight as they prepare for the Hilldale Hornets?
Well, Hilldale has built a very rich football tradition. My very first year here in '93, 26 years ago, I was not the coordinator. I was first-year coach, and Oologah came here and just destroyed Hilldale. But lately, Hilldale's really built a great football program. They are very successful in softball, in baseball, in football. They beat us last year, and so the facilities have been upgraded. I think it was a high school full schedule in 1981, so they're pretty new, and again, the southern part of Muskogee has a lot of pride, and they've built a really good program. It's going to be a dogfight.
Doing my show prep, I've discovered Hilldale's actually a new high school. When I say new, the school district itself began in the early 1900s, like 1908, but they didn't start growing their high school until about 1984, 85. So comparison to Oologah-Talala, I would call that new. I was alive in the 80s, so it's relatively a new district, but they have done well. They have an incredible softball program as well. Check their rankings yesterday. Their softball team is 20-1. There's a good chance that our girls will have a chance to play them as they go to the state tournament if we get so far. And so they have just built an incredible program. Brady, this is not a district game, but it's an important game nonetheless. Both of these teams have big playoff expectations. Tonight, you need to set the tone for what you're going to do in Class 4A.
Yeah, it's a big district game. Last year it was a battle. We led into the fourth quarter of 1916, and then they scored a late touchdown to end up beating us 23-19. But like Coach Winter said, Hilldale's had a good football tradition here of late. They ended up knocking off Bristow last year in the playoffs, and so they play good football. It's again, like you said, weather could play into part here, but again, another road test. We've had a big home win. We've had a big road win. And, even though it's not district play, we definitely want to keep this thing rolling and get prepared for district play the week after this.
And, there's 2 districts tonight that are watching this game. There's, our district is watching, and then the folks in Hilldale's district, they're watching it because I think both teams are going to learn a lot. What's it like when you're playing an even playing field? I think it's going to be a dogfight. I've watched film on both teams tonight, and I think it's just going to be a good game.
Well, and the big thing is here, too, this is who we'll match up with in the playoffs. We'll play this district. The 1 plays the 4, the 2 plays the 3, so that's big as well to kind of, where are we at compared to this district. So
there's a lot more on the Mustang pregame show. We'll talk with Coach Weeks. We'll take a look at what lies ahead in the next few weeks. We'll run through the starting lineup and a whole lot more. It's the Mustangs and the Hornets. More of the Mustang pre-show when we come back. You're listening to Oologah Mustang Football.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner like TTCU Federal Credit Union. You could get $150 when you open a checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. With approved credit, annual percentage yield for dividend-bearing accounts is 0.20% as of 7/1/19. Offer ends 10/31/19. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Philadelphia. Local time is 3:05 p.m. and the temperature is 67 degrees. At this time, you are now free to use your cellular devices.
You know that feeling when you get to turn your phone on after the plane lands? You can have that feeling every time you drive. Make sure your cell phone is stowed away whenever you are behind the wheel.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
It is week 3 of the 2019 football season. You beat an old-time rival at Collinsville at home. Last weekend, you went on the road to Skiatook, and you just dominated the first half of play. You were able to finish and build up some grit in your leaders to get out of there with the win. What was an exciting, sometimes nail-biting second half. I think there were 3 lead changes in the fourth quarter. I got to tell you, tonight could be a trap game. Coach Weeks does a good job, I think, this week at keeping his guys focused, but these are still 16, 17-year-old kids. And you got to go, you go beat a school that's bigger than you. You can easily pick up a little bit too much swag if you put it in their terms. You cannot let your guard down against Hilldale. They'll be ready for you. They know that you have a running back that's pretty darn good. They know you have a dual-threat quarterback that can tuck and run, but he can also throw it across the middle as well. So don't get caught reading your own press clippings. Coach Winters, you're the coach. How important is it to keep these kids focused? And the other question, how do you make sure the whole team and the right team gets off the bus tonight and gets ready for this ball game?
I just think you develop a routine and expectation. The road trip is always the same. The routine is always the same. And, again, all you have to do, and I think our coaching staff is tremendous, you just got to remind them of one thing. They beat your butts last year. So there's a little pride going into that. Hopefully they're not looking for homecoming next week. And I think it's the repetitions that you do. I think it's the preparation. You don't change anything. If you do feel like they're getting complacent, you can do some physical reminder. And I think this senior-led team has got a lot of pride. I think the juniors and seniors will remind the younger kids what happened last year. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
I really think that played a motivation as well in Collinsville, because Collinsville just handed it to us last year. And this year this team looked motivated. They looked ready to get that back. And I think the same thing plays in tonight with Hilldale. We barely lost that game last year, and so you know they've had this date circled about 11 months ago. Brady, a big thing hit this week called ineligibility. You got passed to play. I think the Mustangs are in good shape this week, but you talk about what do you do with this program to help the kids and just how important this component can be to a team, especially since these kids are playing both ways, and the level of athlete. Ineligibility could become a factor in the next few weeks.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, being a student athlete is tough, and that's why not everybody does it. But it's also rewarding. So, you got late nights, you're practicing. You just got a lot more on your plate, and on top of that, you still have to keep up with all your classes. But, again, it's what it's all about. It's high school football. For a lot of kids, this will be the last chance for them to compete. A lot of them don't go into college, but it's an opportunity for them to put on the gold helmet and go out there and compete and try to get a gold ball. I mean, that's a great thing about high school football. And our kids really don't have a big problem with it. They do pretty well, but we have opportunities for those kids to get tutoring through the week as well to help them out. So overall, do a pretty good job, and our coaches do a great job of staying on top of them as well.
So it's not an issue this week, but certainly hoping Coach Weeks and his staff can keep things going. Good news, you were able to go to Skiatook last week, get the win. You didn't lose a player to injury. That was one of the things when I met with Coach Weeks this week, he was kind of a sigh of relief because those Skiatook boys are a class ahead of you. They're big. They're strong. Jason Love is still out. He's on the right side of that offensive line. He has a high ankle sprain. Devin Anchorage, he's out for the season. took a head-to-head hit against Collinsville, and so he's out for the season. Zach Huddleston, he's still out for a couple of weeks. But the good news is last week you didn't add to your injured list, and so we're going to talk to Coach Weeks coming up in just a little bit, and we'll walk through the starting lineup and so much more. You're listening to the Oologah Mustang pregame show.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Thanks. You sure are good at this.
Hey, it's my dream job.
Since 2004, American Bus Sales has fostered a reputation as a trusted supplier and purveyor of mass transit vehicles and services. Today, we've grown into a full-service fleet provider, offering our services to all 50 states. Our team of hardworking professionals are committed to customer satisfaction. Our customers can be confident in our ability to deliver the highest quality vehicle for any purpose. We work hard to find the best solution for your specific needs. At American Bus Sales, we take great pride in the expertise of our technicians. All of our services are the highest quality, and we deliver a comprehensive range of options. Our staff care about the quality of service that you receive. We work to ensure that every vehicle we service is mechanically safe and sound. At American Bus Sales, we strive to keep our reputation as a quality, full-service fleet provider. Customer satisfaction is our priority. American Bus and Sales. Visit our website at americanbussales.net.
You are listening to the Mustang pregame show. It's the Mustangs and the Hornets as we are on the road this week to Hilldale. We're joined by, as always, head coach Chad Weeks. Chad, thanks for your time. Last week, went into Skytook. You went a level up, and you managed to walk out with the win. As a fan perspective, is a really exciting game to watch. As a coach's perspective, imagine a little more tense for you guys on the sideline.
Yeah, it was stressful, but at the same time, kids competed, and we found a way to win. And that's what, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. But yeah, it was stressful down their sidelines a few times. So, but you know, at the end of the day, we won, and we learned from it and from mistakes, and move forward, build on those.
So explain the red face mask. You'll see an athlete out there on the field with a red face mask. What is that?
Yeah, we brought that back, Coach Craig, about 6 years ago. Oologah has a history of, in the 90s, they started wearing, they were navy, gold, and red. And without getting all the history of it, we just thought that'd be the kids really like it. And that's kind of our player of the game, a kid who just played really well, gave his best effort, and just had a really extraordinary game. And that's something we decide as a coaching staff on Sundays who's going to get that and wear that, and it's a big deal to our team.
So looking back at last Friday night's game, who will get the red face mask this week?
This week, Zach Wright will keep it again. He rushed for 171 yards and he carried the ball 34 times. For a kid that's 150 pounds, he's running extremely hard. He's taking care of the football, and he's giving extra effort. And we talk about bull yards, those running backs, how many yards are they making by themselves? And he had a number of those. But at the same time, our line and our tight ends and our offensive guys, they did a good job of blocking Skytook up front. So, and again, it always helps running backs when that's going on too.
Your left side of your line, those guys can just create some space for him to get through.
Mm-hmm. Wisenhunt and Bonner Pennington, both seniors, and when we flip a tight end over there, we got Travis Rogers. All three of those guys are seniors, so they've been through it. And Bonner's won. He's won our flatback award last 2 games. Our pancake awards, we get pancake stickers to those guys, and Coach Radcliffe brings them up on Saturdays, and they get have a breakfast feed or a pancake feed. And those kids really like that. But yeah, we emphasize physicality, and those left side guys have been through it, and they know what it takes when it's crunch time, when it's 4th and 2 or 3rd and whatever. I'm as everybody can tell, I've been left-handed.
So your defense had some low spots in last Friday's night game. It's 4th quarter. Really, the game's kind of on the line. You need them to get a stop, and they were able to dig deep and get that stop. Talk about the ups and downs of your defense last Friday night.
Yeah, defense, we started out really well. Overall, as we review the film, we felt like there at the second half. We gave them that scoring opportunity that we had, and that goes back to us. We had a personal foul, which led to a short kickoff. We had a miss, not a great kickoff, and then we had a pass interference, which was giving the ball on their own their R30 going in to score. And from that point on, we did make some adjustments here and there in the second half. They showed some things they haven't shown, but our defense, there was some loafs, I should say, that we got all. We preach about effort, and we addressed those this weekend. But at the end of the day, that last drive Skytook had with 3 or some minutes left and the ball, they were able to get a 3 and out.
Yeah, and that was really crucial in the turning point of the game. As we look to this week, we've got Hilldale. How's your preparation gone this week? How's your team feel? We were able to escape last Friday night with no new injuries. We've got a couple of guys on the roster that are still a couple of weeks from joining. But how's your preparation gone this week for Hilldale?
Preparation's gone really good. We have to prepare a little bit defensively. We have to be a little bit different. They run 2 quarterbacks, and one's more of a thrower, one's more of a runner. They do some things we haven't seen this year from other opponents. The kids are excited. We're going to a new place. It's an opportunity to go 3-0. We're really addressing our own mistakes and focusing on us, and eliminating self-inflicted wounds is our biggest thing.
You're a Oologah guy. You graduated here. You played back in the day. Who was your head coach when you played here?
I played under Rocky Kime, and my senior year was Coach Scubanet came in my senior year.
Were you part of some of those state championship teams?
I was a freshman in '98, which I did. I was just a grunt working scout team, and my senior year we went to the semifinals.
Okay. And then you played college and left quite the legacy, I think, up at Pitt. Is that correct? Pitt State?
Yeah, Pittsburgh State Gorillas. Back then, I didn't know who in the world they were. Now you see license plates everywhere. But yeah, I went up there for 4 years and played there, and I coached there for 6 years as well. It was a great place and good times, and had a good experience playing football.
And your Gorillas. Wife and your kids you guys are all a part of the family. Tell us a little bit about your family.
Met my wife in Lawrence, Kansas. She's a native of Iowa, Iowa State grad, big Cyclone fan. Which that's always fun to give her
when the Sooners and Cyclones play.
Yeah. But yeah, she we got married 6 years ago, and she moved down here, and we have an oldest daughter started pre-K this year, Vera, and then we have twins that are 2, Malin and Whitley.
You are a busy guy.
Yeah.
And Mama's busy too.
Mama, she does a lot more work than I do.
Yeah. Coach, thanks for letting us inside your life just a little bit. We appreciate the visit. You are listening to the Mustang pregame show. It's the Mustangs and the Hornets. We'll be back after this.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Mustang Athletics would like to thank some of our great sponsors for their support of Oologah Mustang football. Incentis Credit Union, providing innovative, affordable financial services. Sonic, drive in for a change. Inkwell Printing for all your printing and production needs. Cherokee Nation, Under Armour and BSN Sports, making an impact on the heart of the game. RCB Bank, that's my bank. And Subway, located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Eat fresh, Subway. Thank you for your support of Mustang Athletics.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner like TTCU Federal Credit Union. You could get $150 when you open a checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. With approved credit, annual percentage yield for dividend-bearing accounts is 0.20% as of 7/1/19. Offer ends 10/31/19. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
The Hilldale Hornet Marching Band has just performed the national anthem as we are 10 minutes away from the Mustangs and the Hornets tonight. It is going to be a Class 4A battle. It is cloudy skies. As you look at the radar, rain is headed this way, but we may have time to get most of the game in, and even the rain that's coming doesn't have any of the red or yellow in it. It could be just some showers, but I do think weather could be an impact in how this game plays out. The Mustangs tonight are wearing their road white, their blue pants, and it just pops off the field. They're wearing that Vegas gold helmet, and it is absolutely beautiful. We're just a few minutes away from the captains coming out and doing the coin toss and all the other pregame pageantry. Let's talk real quick, gentlemen, about the starting lineup. We'll begin with the defense, and starting for the Mustangs on that defensive end, Travis Rogers up there on the line. Travis is a play both way kind of guy. He will play on the defensive line, but he'll also work in the tight end position. At the defensive tackle, you have Bryce Jackson, that senior, number 41. He's right there at the front of that, carries a lot of the weight of that defensive line. And then Rocky Duncan over on the far right side. Rocky, we're expected to have a good night tonight as well. The linebackers, you've got Zach Wright on the outside and the middle linebacker. Because Huddleston has been out, Huddleston will typically fill that role, but he's doing it a little bit by committee. Caden Smith has seen some action. Chance Bauman has seen quite a bit of action. The other outside linebacker is Aiden Trimble. Your defensive backs tonight, which I think could see a little bit of action. They could have a good opportunity tonight for some interceptions. As we've watched Hilldale and their quarterback, he struggles a little bit in throwing the deep ball, and if our guys will be heads up, they may have a chance to get some pick sixes or even just some interceptions. Chase Gibson, just an incredible, big, strong young guy, plays in that defensive back. Connor Davis and Cade Riddle. Your strong safety will be Brennan Davis. Cole Powell will see some time in there as well. And your safety, full safety, Cooper Christian, and then Wade Bright will rotate in there. That's kind of how the Mustang defense lays out. Our coaches do a great job of running guys in and out. And my personal opinion, and coaches, I'll go to you guys, I think the Mustangs really have been a strength. The defense has been a strength in the games that we've been in. Last week in Skytook in the fourth quarter, when you needed a stop, these guys found some backbone, and they just stepped up and made a stop. Coach Winters, what have you seen out of our defensive unit that just you can hang your hat on?
I just think they're much improved as a unit. I think they're stronger, they're more mature. They've done a great job in the offseason getting bigger and stronger. I think Coach Gray coming in has freshened the defense, given them new perspectives on defense, maybe giving them a little more spirit. They definitely are playing with a lot more guts, flying to the football, making big plays. So I've just seen nothing but improvement these first two ball games. I'm tickled to death.
Absolutely. Let's turn the card over, look at the offensive side, and you do see some of your skill players coming there. The left tackle, we have talked about him every game throughout the season. He's having a great season so far. Matter of fact, we stopped at Chili's in Muskogee on our way in, and a Hilldale couple was there, stopped by our table and talked to us a little bit, and they said, we know the big curly-headed guy, Bonner Pennington, that just anchors, creates a lot of space on the left side of that line. Next to him, Skylar Wisenhunt, also a senior, plays as the left guard. Cabe Grazier, he's one of the youngest guys on the line. He's a sophomore, but he does a great job at anchoring that line there at the center. Not sure who will play in that right guard because Bryce Love has that high ankle sprain, so they're rotating a couple of guys in and out of there, and then Cole Franklin on the right side of the line as well. At the wide receiver, you've got Brennan Davis and Cooper Christian carry the most of those details. Last week, Brennan had 7 catches for 77 yards. Really had a pretty good game as a receiver. You'll see Connor Davis and Chase Gibson. Chase had 1 catch for 12 yards last week, had a pretty good game. Just his presence on the field helps things. Travis Rogers and Rocky Duncan carry a lot of the tight end duties. You'll see Cade Riedel go in a little bit. Riley Robinson as a sophomore, he's taken a couple of snaps as well. I think probably the guy that makes the most noise in our offense is that running back, number 21, Zach Wright. He was even nominated for the Tulsa World Player of the Week. Not sure how the vote turned out last week. He had 171 total yards, and when he was carrying the ball last week, guys, he averaged 5 yards a carry. If you can get that tonight, if you can control that line of scrimmage, and on first down, if you can get 5 yards to get you some good yardage to get your drive started, man, that is going to be so key key tonight. I know Scott Doss is looking for his guys, his running back core to do that. You'll see Wade Bryant. You'll also see Aiden Trimble in there as well. This is all quarterbacked by a junior, number 12, Blake Salt. He rushed the ball for 30 yards last week. He averages about 3 yards a carry when he rushes. He doesn't do it a lot. I don't think the coaches want to release him a lot to tuck and run because you just don't want him to get hurt. But what's impressive, 71% completion rate and 112 yards passing total. So Blake had a great game last week, and we're looking for him to have a good game tonight as well. Coach Winters, we'll go to you. Talk a little bit about the Mustang offense and some of those guys that kind of stick out to you that got to have big games tonight.
It starts with your quarterback, boys. They all do. And I expect him to have another huge ball game, leading this team to victory. We just won our third flip in a row, and we did defer for the second half.
So the Mustangs, when they have won the coin toss, they've won the game. So whether you want to call it karma, we're just going to roll with that. Coach Despain, let's talk a little bit about the offense tonight and just what you're hoping to see from those guys and what we need out of our Mustangs to get this job done tonight.
You know, consistency again. I know Coach Weeks wants to run the ball, and I think that's what we've done well. 275 yards rushing last week. I would expect us to continue that. I mean, he wants to run the ball. Also, I think big play at the receiver. We had a couple big plays last week, and I think picking our spots to go down the field is going to be important as well. Brennan had 7 catches last week, but Chase Gibson also had a big TD catch down that was huge. So
absolutely.
I think those guys, we're still going to need to see some big plays out of those guys, but I still think running on that left side and handing that ball off to Zach Wright has been very effective, and we need to continue to do that as well.
You're watching the Oologah Mustang Network live on YouTube. You just saw us flip the coin. Our captains for tonight, Skylar Wisenhunt, Bonner Pennington, and Zach Wright as they represented the Mustangs as they're in that road white. Guys, I quickly want to go around the horn. We're about 3 minutes away from game getting started. So for you, what are the keys to tonight's game? What do we have to do to walk away with the win? Doug, let's start with you. What's your keys of the game for the Mustangs?
You have to. They have 2. Number 4, all the coaches were talking about how a great runner he is and physical. So I think I talked to Coach Gray this 2 ways he wants to adjust to that read game that they do. And again, we got to tackle well. We must tackle well and create third and long situations. But they're really worried about the inside running game and the quarterback keeping. He's such an effective runner.
He's quick too, absolutely. So, Brady, let's talk to you. What are your keys for tonight's game for the Mustangs to get the win?
Well, I think no turnovers always. Limit those, and then defensively don't give up the big play. Like Coach Winters just said, they've got some big play capability, and then again go back to the offense. And we've got to be able to run the ball, control that. And I think if we do that, we're going to end up on the right side of it.
For me, the keys of the game, we've talked about it. The weather could be a factor. It's cloudy. It looks like there's a chance of rain on the way within the next couple of hours. I think Coach Weeks is also going to have to get right-handed. He works that left side of the line. Of course, those guys on the left side, Wisenhunt and Pennington, they do a great job of creating space. But these guys have seen film on you. They've watched you play the last couple of weeks, and they know you're trying to send that running back up the left side. So tonight, you're missing Jason Love on the right side of the line. You're going to have to plug that hole. You're going to have to find a way to move the ball right. You got to be balanced. I'd like to see the passing game open up tonight, and I think you have an opportunity for that. They are going to stick 6-7 guys in the box, put a safety over on top, and just try to make you throw that. You've got some big targets out there, and I think I'd like to see that passing game open up a little bit. I think they're beginning to trust him more as a quarterback to do that. I think they'll start with some of the mid-game, but then they could take a few shots down the field. Guys, we're getting close to the coin toss. Nope, actually, we've had the coin toss. Getting close to kickoff. It's about 1:45 to go. I want to do one more conversation called Who You Got? What player are you looking for tonight to make an impact to the game? It doesn't matter the side of the ball. It could be offense or defense, but I want to talk about who you got. Doug, who's the player you're looking for?
Well, I know you offensive-minded people up there are probably going to talk about skill spots or receivers. I'm going defense. Rocky Duncan, senior. I'm seeing double-digit tackles. I'm seeing maybe 1 caused fumble and 1 recovered fumble for Mr. Duncan. 8.
Rocky Duncan with a big night tonight. I agree with you on that, too. Brady, who you got?
Doug's right. I'm an offensive guy. I love to shoot the 3 in basketball, so I'm going with the big play guy tonight. Chase Gibson, I think, is going to have a big game. Had a huge touchdown catch last week. and I think he's going to come up big tonight.
You can see the Mustangs in that beautiful road white, that Vegas gold, as they take the field. I'm going to go with Brennan Davis. I think they're going to stack 7 guys on you in the box, and they're going to make you try to throw it. They're going to press your junior quarterback to see what he can do, and I think Brennan Davis tonight needs to have a big game. Show them we're not just a running team. We can pass the ball as well tonight. So I think Brennan Davis could have maybe 8-9 catches. I'd like to see him have over 100 yards. I think it would be really, really important. We are just about ready for kickoff. It's the Mustangs and the Hornets. We need to say some big thank yous. A huge thank you to Superintendent Max Tanner for giving us the opportunity for the Mustang Broadcasting Network, the inaugural year of our Mustang football. Assistant Superintendent Tony Sappington been a huge supporter of this. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for your help in supporting this idea. Principal Kevin Hogue and the other high school staff. I think everybody is excited about what we're doing tonight. Could do none of it if it wasn't for our broadcast engineer, setup crew, camera guy, the guy that makes us all sound good and look good. Rick Fisher has done just an incredible job of supporting us in this, and our stats, Johnny Deramo. Gentlemen, it is time to kick off. The Mustangs won the coin toss, and they have deferred to the second half. So you can see that beautiful white is on the field. The ball is on the tee, and we are getting set, ready to go. It's the Mustangs and the Hornets, as the Mustang fans have traveled well tonight, and they are excited. They are on their feet as we get ready for kickoff.
Mason Powell do the kicking duties again.
Mason's a converted soccer player. There's the kick. Number 33 for the Hornets is going to pick it up about the 6-yard line. He'll take it towards the middle. And they're going to meet him there. They'll bring him down about the 16-yard line.
Caden Davis, Aiden Trimble there. Nice play. Kept him within, well, right at about the 20-yard line, looks like. So good job by the special teams there.
You're going to see number 6 number called tonight quite a few times for Hilldale. Just in watching tape on them, he had a lot of great activity. Number 33, Dylan Walker, he also saw some great action. They've got a couple of different quarterbacks that they use. Right now, number 2, Johnny Dorsett is in there as their quarterback. The Mustangs are in 3 down linemen. And there's a handoff. They're going to go up the right side. That defensive line will make the tackle.
Zach right in there. Aiden Trimble as well. Short gain on the play, looks like. Maybe a yard, a little over. Another nice night, even though we have rain on the way.
There's nothing
right
like the
now.
sound of a
Great
marching
night.
band at Friday night in Oklahoma. So the Hornets are going to go with a no-huddle offense. They'll just check to the side, and the whole team will get to play. Quarterback's in the shotgun snap. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, almost what would look like a spread offense. They'll hand it off. He'll go up the left side. He's going to gain several on the play.
Like another zone read there.
Going to carry it to about the 25, 26-yard line.
I know Coach Winters talked about that earlier. That's something they're going to continue to do, and look to that quarterback to pull it out every once in a while.
There'll be a flag down on the field. We'll wait for the official call to the referees.
Encroachment.
Hard count there. Got us.
So that's going to move the chains. Give the Hornets a first down and 10. It's not how you want to start your game. You really want to clean up your mistakes. You really want to play a good, solid middle game tonight. So the handoff, he did exactly, Brady, what you talked about. Was going to pull it out. They've caught their receiver over their middle. He's going to gain several on the play. They'll bring him down
33.
About the 44-yard line.
Little RPO action there, run-pass option. He pulled it, had him streaking right over the middle. Big gain for the Hornets there.
Snugged through those linebackers. The tackle was actually made in your secondary. So it's first down and 10. Ball is down on the 44-yard line. Quarterback couldn't decide if he wanted to keep it or if he wanted to hand it off. He handed it off to number 32. So running back Darian Hayes.
A little bit of a busted play there, looked like. Had Aiden Trimble in there. Chase Gibson was in there. Rocky Duncan was in there.
No gain on the play. Yep. Brings up second down and 10 for the Hornets. You can hear the sound of the Mustangs cheering on their team. 3 receivers to the far side. You've got 1 to the near side. Shotgun snap. Almost a little screen play to the far side. The Mustang defense is going to swallow him up, maybe a gain of a yard.
Nice read there by Wade Bright. Also, Brennan Davis shed that block, and again, short gain on the play. 2 yards maybe.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation. They're going to put it on the board as 3rd down and 8. The ball's down at the 42-yard line. No penalties, boys. You want to make sure you play clean. You like to get out, stop them here and let their first drive. The Mustangs are going to jump off sides, encroachment. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just let it go.
Second time there again, hard count.
And as I watch film on Hilldale, they are doing something with their snap count. It gave defenses fits in every drive. They're doing something with their snap count to get those guys to jump off sides. So the Mustangs with 3 down linemen. Shotgun snap, pass across the middle.
Same exact play, the big play earlier.
And it'll be good for a Hornet first down. The ball spotted down at the 25-yard line.
Second time they went to that play again, just little run pass option there, and he's just sneaking in behind the linebackers.
3 down linemen for the Mustangs. Shotgun snap. Handoff up the left side. Not much.
You talked about the deep play ball, but short passes there. Defensively with the run, we've done a good job stacking them up. Just need to hold tight on those 3rd and longs right now. No penalties.
They'll give him a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Shotgun snap. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. They're going to pass it again to number 33, Dylan Walker. They've called his number several times already tonight.
Talking to the coaches this week, they talked about tackling, and I guess they have some strong runners here at Hilldale. They said we must tackle, and there was 2 missed tackles right there.
Yeah, he definitely shed the first couple tackles there. Got some extra yardage.
So it's good for a Hornet first down and 10. Place the ball down about the 15-yard line. He's going to go around the right side, not much. May even lost a yard on the play.
We're able to stretch that out. Ends did a good job, stretch him out. Aiden Trimble came through, made a nice tackle from behind, and I believe they lost yardage there, or maybe right at the goal, or the original line of scrimmage maybe.
Ball spotted down at the Mustang 16-yard line. The Hornets run what looks similar to a spread offense, where you see receivers all over the field, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Under a little bit of pressure, and the Mustangs are going to get him, and the ball's loose on the field.
Rocky caused a fumble.
Coach Winters, you've got it, man. I'll mark that one down right there, Rocky. Fumble caused.
That's my boy.
I got it. Fumble caused, Rocky Duncan. Great play.
What a way to stall out the Hornet drive when they were getting ready to just knock on the door, and Rocky Duncan will create the fumble, and the Mustangs will take over first down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. So your offense gets a chance to get on, set the pace of the game, and tell them what you want to do tonight.
A little hitch and go there. Our secondary did a great job and able to hold him up. Rocky came from the backside there, caused a great hit, big fumble. Gibson with the recovery.
So Blake Salt's going to roll out. Pass was intended on the left side to Cade Riedel.
Boy, very near an interception there. Kid, 33
Dangerous
again.
throw.
We called. How many times you called his name already?
Yeah.
Making play on defense there as well. So
bring up second down and 10 for the Mustangs. But they're going to prove we want to try to throw the ball tonight because they know that defensive front, those 3 guys that play on that defensive line for Hilldale, they've given teams fits all season long.
They're massive.
They're big boys. Handoff goes up the middle. Ball will come out to 30, maybe 31-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play.
No surprise there. Zach Wright had nice blocking up front, made a nice cut. Good gain. Got some of those yards back there. About 3rd and 5 looks like, so manageable 3rd down situation here.
A lot of other Mustang activities going on. Our volleyball team is in a tournament this weekend. We'll talk about that coming up. Mustang softball is in full swing. They're playing in a tournament as well. Got Chase Gibson to the far side.
Throwing into a big wind right now.
Salt on the shotgun snap. He's looking to throw it. Oh, in the hands of Cooper Christian.
Almost made a nice little one-handed catch. A little bit behind him there. A little bit behind him. Cooper almost made the catch.
It's hard to turn around to catch that, so the Mustangs will have to punt it away, and they'll go 3 and out.
It was there. That was a good play call there. Just they were a little bit behind him, but Zach right on to do the punting duties again here.
Zach can tuck and run, but you don't necessarily early on in the ball game want to fake a punt. And so here's the kick.
Great punt.
Punt's a good punt. Good Mustang punt. And it's going to take a bounce for the Mustangs' favor. And they'll drop it down about the 26-yard line. So with 6 minutes and 47 seconds played in the left to go in the first quarter, we remain scoreless. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg, joined by Brady Despain. Coach Doug Winters is on the sideline. It's our inaugural year of Mustang Network as we're broadcasting live tonight from Hilldale High School in the suburbs of Muskogee. Chance of rain on the way. We've got our eye on the radar. It's kind of a muggy 76 degrees here, but it's still a beautiful Friday night in the great state of Oklahoma for high school football.
Got a bit of good news a while ago.
You won the lottery.
I wish. I wouldn't be down here. No, I would. Yes, I would.
Yes, you would.
I'll tell you in a minute.
So a handoff up the left side. That Mustang defense will stop him. Maybe a gain on the play of a yard.
Zach Huddleston just informed me he thinks he's going to be released by Tuesday. Now, I don't know if that means he'll get to play Friday. I'm sure there'll be some rehab involved, but he thinks he'll be released.
Mustangs are home next Friday night, and it's homecoming as Cleveland will come to the Great Plains of Oologah. Shotgun snap's going to pass it across the far side. Mustangs will wrap him up.
Mason Powell out there with a nice stop.
That'll bring up 3rd down, maybe 5.
Big play here. Get a stop here. Get pretty good field position probably.
Trips to the near side. One receiver to the far side. Got a running back in the I formation behind the shotgun quarterback.
We did not jump.
Mustangs have 3 down linemen. A lot of guys in the box. He's going to pass across the middle, and he's wide open. He's going to hit the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and that's a touchdown for the Hilldale Hornets. He was
definitely busted coverage there.
Wide open.
Nobody within 10, 15 yards.
I told you they would call his number a lot tonight. That's number 6, Brayson Lawson for the Hornets. And the secondary just got caught taking pictures. Busted coverage, so the Hornets will put 6 on the board. Extra point. Ball's down, kicks on away. And it's going to bounce through the uprights to make it good. Maybe the Mustangs got a hand on it. I couldn't tell. Doug, I don't know from your angle if you could see. Did the line get in there and get a hand on it? Or was it
I
just
could not see. I think he just hit it wrong.
Okay. With 6 minutes left to play in the first quarter, the Hornets have a 7-0 lead. So the Mustangs get an opportunity with the ball. You need to come out. You need to go more than 3 and out. You need to answer. You need to drive the length of the field. Your offensive line needs to protect your quarterback. Blake needs to make some better passes, needs to connect with his receivers. Had a drop pass in the first possession with Cooper Christian that would have been a first down.
Well, we answered last week. I mean, you know, we had to bounce back last week, so these kids know how to do that, and that's what we need to do. We got a lot of time just starting this first quarter here. We need a nice prolonged drive and answer back.
He's got Connor Davis and Cooper Christian back to receive the ball for the Mustangs. They're both standing about the 12, maybe 13-yard line. Peyton Bennett will do the kickoff duties for the Hornets.
Connor Davis, it'd be nice to see him get a little chance here. He's pretty shifty. Not sure how they'll kick it. Last week Skytech didn't kick it deep much, so maybe get an opportunity to return it here.
Big win behind him.
Here's the kick, and it's going to go into the end zone, halfway through the end zone for a touchback. So the Mustangs will start first down and 10 from the 25. You can visit the school website at oologahmustangs.com for a full list of schedules, information on school activities and events. It is a busy season. They put the ball on the 20-yard line. My bad, gentlemen.
No problem. Go ahead.
I was going to say just a lot of activities going on, from volleyball, softball, FFAs, busy with various competitions going on. Salt in the shotgun snap. Both tight ends will move to the near side. The handoff going to go up the middle. They're going to catch him behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1.
Really keying on the run there. No hesitation from the linebackers there, so that might be something we can use our advantage here later on.
Second down and 11. Salt in the shotgun snap. 2 receivers to the far side. A big offensive line. They're going to hand it off. He'll go up the right side. He'll gain about 6 on the play.
Nice hole created there. Again, number 33 on the stop. He's making plays all over the place. So nice gain there, though. So a little bit more of a manageable third down situation here.
Third down and 8. Ball marked down on the 22-yard line. 5 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Salt will catch the play from the sideline. Here come the Mustangs. Trips to the far side. Got 1 receiver to the near side. Running back will come up next to Salt. He's going to drop back, and they're going to bring pressure. The pass is going to be to Zach Wright, but they're going to catch him.
33 read that perfectly there. He was right there waiting. He was on the screen pass.
So 2 times the Mustangs have gone 3 and out. So the punt team will come on. We'll punt it away. Dylan Walker standing at midfield right in the middle of the Hilldale H. You got flags down on the play. So offsides are called against the Hilldale Hornets, which will bring up 4th down and 5. It doesn't change your circumstances. You're still going to punt the ball away. It will back up Dylan Walker just a step or 2. There's a punt.
Get on it. Did he not touch that? Get on it. Cover it.
So the ball will stop at the Hornets' 35, 36-yard line. And they will take over 1st down and 10 from there.
If you want to keep an eye on our activities in athletics, we do have an athletic Twitter page. It's at Oologah-AD. And usually keep events updated, scores, whatever events are going on. So keep track of all those things on the Oologah-AD
volleyball team is competing in the Oklahoma Union volleyball tournament this weekend. We were actually a host site today at our high school today for the tournament. Talk about that in just a second. Flag down on the play. The right side of the line took a step too early, so that'll back them up 5. How did the Mustangs do in volleyball play today, Mr. Despain?
First game we lost to Berry Hill. They're, I believe, 13th in 4A. 2 sets to 1, but then we came back and beat Summit Christian, who was actually ranked 8th or 9th. So, again, big win for that. And then Summit ended up beating Berry Hill, so we got the 1 seed for the bracket play tomorrow.
1st down and 15. Quarterback's going to drop back. He's going to have all the time in the world to throw it. It'll be incomplete.
Well, they like to, again, threw that one up deep again. Just off the fingertips.
TJ Maxwell was the intended receiver. Bring up 2nd down and 15. You don't want to miss the Mustang halftime show. Our Mustang spotlight this week will be very own Bailey Despain. She's a volleyball player. She's a great basketball player as well. And there's a story she's going to tell in the halftime interview that you don't want to miss about dad and chainsaws.
Oh, gosh.
Just going to leave it at that.
I know that story well.
It's 2nd down and 15. Pass going to be complete over the middle, but the Mustangs are going to wrap him up.
Mason Powell hung onto that leg there until teammates were able to come and gang tackle there. So got a few yards back. Going to be 3rd and long still. Boy, need a stop here on 3rd down, guys.
3rd down and 10. The ball's marked down on their own 36-yard line. Play clock is at 12. Hornets are looking to the sideline to get the play. 2 receivers to the far, 2 receivers to the near side. Shotgun snap. He's going to drop it over the middle, but he's going to drop it.
Wade Bright.
Mustang coverage by Wade Bright.
You know, that's same play. Same play they've been successful on, and Wade Bright made a great play, timed it right, knocked the ball right out. So fourth and long now. Great stop by the Mustangs.
4th down and 10. The Hornets will chain personnel. The Mustangs will take the opportunity to do well to set up a great punt return. Three minutes, 9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he's going to miss the punt, and the Mustangs are going to fall on it. Great special teams. Great special team effort. And watching some of the Hornets film this week, they did have a couple of special team hiccups, and so the Mustangs are going to want to take advantage of that. So you get the ball in great field position.
Yeah, that rugby style rolling to the right there, and we rushed on the left side, and I think the guy got a little closer and a little quicker than he was expecting. So great opportunity here for the Mustangs.
Ball's marked down on the 34-yard line. Handoff going to go up the left side, and he's going to break free for about 6, maybe 7 on the play.
Nice first down yardage there, Zach Wright. Good blocking up front.
Good block by Jason Love. He's wrapped it up heavy, and he's out there.
Is Jason Love in the game tonight?
Yep.
That's fantastic. Three receivers to the far side. Tight end will come in motion closer to the line. 1 to the near side. We're going to hand off up the right side. Not a lot.
Going to lose yardage there, it looks like. So the left side of the line came in quick. Zach had nowhere to go on there.
Zach Wright will come out. It's 3rd down and 6. Ball marked down at the 31-yard line. 2 minutes and counting left in the first quarter. The Hornets have a 7-0 lead. I'm Brent Kellogg, joined by Brady Desprain and Coach Doug Winters on the sideline. Chase Gibson to the far side. Brennan Davis, Cooper Christian to the near. Salt takes a shotgun snap. He's looking to pass. Cross the middle. Pass intended for Brennan Davis. A little bit too high for Brennan to reach, so it'll bring up a 4th down situation. What are you going to do, Coach Weeks? Do you go for it?
Oh, you go. You go right here. You got a gift, and you need to take advantage of it.
Wind in her face, too, so that'd be a long field goal.
Interesting.
So the Mustangs are going to trade personnel.
Try to pin them.
Try to play a field position game. If you can get that ball back to 1, 2, maybe 3-yard line and make them play out of their own end zone. You also have Wade Bright, who's your punter. Good punt. That same rugby-style punt. Pin him back down about the 9-yard line.
Nope, got him inside the 10.
Got him inside the 10.
Starting a light drizzle.
So your Mustangs have gone 3 and out 3 times in a row tonight. So you're going to have to figure something out how to adjust against that Hornet defense. And they're a good defense. That front defensive line, those are big, bad dudes.
Watch it deep. There's a 136 left, and there's probably a good 15 mile per hour, 20 mile per hour wind behind them. They may try to go deep right here.
Handoff, go up the middle. Checking the radar, because we do have rain on the way. There's rain developing in the Oklahoma City-Norman area, and it is headed straight towards the Okmulgee area. We are in Hilldale tonight, which is kind of a suburb of Okmulgee. The rain is typically further to the south in and around the Ada area. They're getting some pretty good showers right now, Chickasha. We're in the line of that, but that is still maybe a couple of hours out. Handoff up the middle, not much. Mustang defense stood tall. Under a minute left to play in the first quarter.
Big third down here, third and short.
3rd down and 2. Brings up ball on the 14-yard line.
Boy, it's a hard count every 3rd down.
You can hear the Mustang Stallion Battalion cheering on their team. Handoff going to go up the middle. He got meat at the line.
Oh, it's going to be close. I think he's going to be short.
Mark him short. Mark him short.
Fourth down and a yard to go. So they'll send on the punting unit. We will send Connor Davis.
I was going to say, are they going to call a timeout and use that wind?
So with 3 seconds left in the first quarter, Hilldale will call a timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be back. This is Mustang Football.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? Amid the chaos? Or is the best time perhaps today? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to Mustang Football, brought to you by Advanced Homes, building your dreams. Visit their website, advancedhbi.com. You've got about 6 homes under construction now. One of those may be your next home. Hello, everybody. I'm Brent Kellogg, joined by Brady Despain and Doug Winters, coming out of a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first quarter. The Mustangs have held the Hornets 3 and out, had them pinned back deep, started at their own 9. And here's the punt. Rugby-style punt. It'll be dropped down at the Hilldale 39. We are stationed in the press box on the visiting side of this beautiful field. You can hear some of the Mustang coaches in here with us. So,
you know, everything. It's been on my mind. I think I would buy he needed.
Say that again, Coach.
I'd buy Fisher anything he needed and wanted.
This man has kept us duct taped and baling wire together.
Yeah, for sure.
Excited about our broadcast next weekend, as we will be broadcasting homecoming festivities. We'll have an earlier pregame, and then at halftime we're going to do our best to broadcast the entirety of the Stallion Battalion Marching Band show. They are actually hosting a marching competition next Saturday. It is, I think we have 19, maybe 20 bands coming from all over the Tulsa metro area, some even from southern Kansas. It's the Stallion Battalion Invitational. We'll be talking at halftime with the Director of Bands, John Matthews, to talk about that and other things that are going on with the high school marching band in their competition season, because it's about to get real as they head into marching competition season. Get ready to start the second quarter. The Mustangs have the ball at the Hornet 40-yard line. Haven't been able to do much. We've gone 3 and out 3 times in a row. Salt in the shotgun snap, 2 receivers to the near side. And they're going to return the favor with a hard count and get the Hornets to jump off sides to start this drive. So that'll move the ball 5 yards to the 35.
Yeah, we really hadn't done a whole lot as far as mixing it up at all. So, you know, might see a little play action here, maybe an RPO from us, and see if we can, you know, test these secondary guys a little bit. We got the wind at our back now, so.
Brennan Davis, Cooper Christian to the near side. Shotgun snap goes to Salt. He'll break it up the middle with one guy to beat. And they bring him down from behind. Zach Wright with another great run. That'll help his yard per carry average significantly.
Great blocking up front, man. Boy, he hit the hole hard and big gain on first down.
I know I see eyes. My glasses have a Mustang blue color to them. Could have been a horse collar tackle. But there's no flag on the play. Ball spotted down at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Cooper Christian will come to the near side. Brennan Davis to the far side. Zach Wright will move in motion up next to Salt. Travis Rogers, the tight end, will move to the far side of the line. Salt's going to keep it up the left side. Good carry. Gain of about 6, maybe 7 on the play. That'll move the ball.
Little zone read there. Nice blocking up front.
Coach Weeks is definitely left-handed. Use those big guys behind Bonner Pennington and Skylar Wisenhunt.
I like that they're attacking the A gaps and then they're finding daylight and running to daylight. They're doing a good job. I was waiting for Salt to take off. I think he's going to have to do a lot more running tonight.
2nd down and 3. Ball spotted down at the 13-yard line. Just under 11 minutes till halftime. The two tight ends in motion. Travis Rogers and Cade Riedel. Shotgun snap, handed off the right side. He's going to catch the edge. One guy to beat. And a touchdown for Zach Wright. He'll march into the end zone as the Mustangs answer. Doesn't get any prettier than that, guys.
Tell you what, Rogers and Riedel moved to that right side, and boy, they pinned that end and got the edge, and Zach turned the corner into the end zone. Great job.
Guy had a hand on his jersey. Zach was able to rip out of it and on into the end zone for a touchdown. So the Mustangs on for the point after attempt. Cooper Christian will hold the ball. Ball down, kick on the way, and it's good. The Mustangs will tie it up at 7 with 10:45 left to play till halftime. This is Mustang football.
Mustang Athletics would like to thank some of our great sponsors for their support of Oologah Mustang football. Incentis Credit Union, providing innovative, affordable financial services. Sonic, drive in for a change. Inkwell Printing for all your printing and production needs. Cherokee Nation, Under Armour and BSN Sports, making an impact on the heart of the game. RCB Bank, that's my bank. And Subway, located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Eat fresh, Subway. Thank you for your support of Mustang Athletics.
I want to say a big thank you to all of our Mustang Athletic supporters, including Advanced Homes, building your dreams. Visit their website at advancedhbi.com. Tied at 7 with 10 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the first half. The Mustangs are on the road at Hilldale tonight. We're in the suburbs of Muskogee. My name is Brent Kellogg, joined by Brady Despain and Doug Winters on the sideline as we are set ready to kick it away. Mason Powell does the kicking duties, or kickoff duties for the Mustangs. Ball's marked down at the 40. There's the kick. With the wind behind him, it'll go to about the 11-yard line. They'll return it up the right side. He's got some room. He's going to step out of bounds. The officials will call it down. But that's number 33 for them, and he is dangerous. Dylan Walker on the return for the Hornets gives them way too good field position. They're going to spot the ball down about the 44-yard line. Mustangs have created a turnover tonight. Rocky Duncan had created a turnover on the first drive for the Hornets tonight. You'd like to get something like that here just to give yourself a leg up in the ball game.
You know, we talked about Coach Winters. He said to use two quarterbacks a lot. Is that second quarterback gone in yet?
No, sir.
That is Johnny Dorsett. He's seen all of the action so far of tonight. They've got trips stacked to the near side and one receiver to the far side. There's a flag down on the play.
It's like a false start on Hilldale.
So they'll back them up 5 yards, and we'll gladly take it. Back them up first down behind the chains, 1st and 15. Ball spotted down at the 39-yard line. Don't want to miss the halftime show. Be visiting with Director of Bands John Matthews, and our Mustang of the Week spotlight is Bailey Despain. She's a volleyball player right now, be playing basketball pretty soon. Handoff up to the right side, and he doesn't get much. Matter of fact, they may have tackled him behind the line for a loss.
May have a face mask. I don't.
Is there a flag down on the field? Dylan Walker on the carry. Face mask on the Mustangs. Rocky Duncan's going to petition his case. Since that is a personal foul, that's a costly one, so it's a 15-yard penalty. No loss of down, so it's 1st down and 5. Ball spotted at midfield. Shotgun snap. Receiver down the right side, but the Mustangs with the interception.
Connor Davis has got room,
Connor Davis has got room on the left side. He'll bring it to midfield.
Oh, looked like a face mask there, maybe. Great job, Connor Davis. Tell you what, that wind played a part in that. Kind of knocked that ball down. Connor highballed it.
I don't know if you guys mentioned the wind or not. It's so loud down here, but you can see it hang up. Trying to throw into the teeth of this wind. Nice play.
In watching film on Hilldale, they struggle a little bit with the deep ball. And so tonight that's going to cost them. The Mustangs going to create their second turnover of the night.
Yeah, that's a key early you talked about. 2 big plays. Chase Gibson has got to make a play now. I think you guys have both been right. Now it's my turn.
Salt on the shotgun snap with a little pressure. He's going to look to the right side with a wide open.
Hey!
The 5 in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And just like that, you've turned the tide.
There's that big play
Big
we talked
Mo!
about. There it is.
Big Mo.
Guys,
I love the call.
It doesn't get any prettier than that with a Mustang stampede into the end zone.
Talked about that big play down the field. There it was.
Love that call. Love that call.
Cooper Christian was wide open across the right side. One guy had a chance to catch him, and he ripped out of that tackle and marched into the end zone to give the Mustangs a 13-7 lead.
Beautiful, babe.
Mason Powell will come on. Kick the PAT. Cooper Christian, who will do the holding duties.
Let's go, baby.
Ball's down, kicks on the way, and it's good as the Mustangs take a 7-point lead. You're listening to Mustang Football.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Well, what a turn of events. The Mustangs really struggled getting any offense going in the first quarter. We started the game with 3 10-and-outs. Managed to get one in the end zone. Mustangs show up on defense with an interception and one play from scrimmage. Blake Salt to connect with Cooper Christian across the top for a touchdown.
52 yards on that pass and catch.
52 yards on a pass and catch, and that will give the Mustangs a 7-point lead. Mason Powell here to kick it away. Ball down on the 40. There's the kick. Got the wind with it. Their last drive started well with a good kick return, but the Mustangs are going to beat him at the 20 with a hard hit.
Max Hale with a big hit. Special teams. Who was that? Oh, that was Zhang. That was Isaac Zhang.
32.
I thought it said 82.
32.
Nice job, Mr. Isaac.
Ball spotted between the 20 and the 21-yard line with 9 minutes and 35 seconds to play till half.
Man, he delivered a big lick. He's not bigger than a minute.
He's getting some high fives as he comes off the field. Mustangs a 4-down lineman. They'll catch him in the backfield.
Coach Winters, there's your big-time playmaker right there. Number 44, Rocky Duncan with a big play.
Loss of a yard on the play brings up 2nd down and 11. Ball plays back about the 19, maybe close to the 20. The Mustang faithful are on their feet, clapping on this defense that stepped out with a little bit of swag when they took the field. Pass across the right side. He'll be knocked out of bounds about the 32-yard line.
Nice route, nice throw.
Brayson Lawson, the intended receiver there, with a good catch. Not enough for a 1st down, so it brings up 3rd down and 1. Nope, they're going to give it to him.
It was number 4, the other quarterback. Brent?
Yes,
I see him. He's over there in motion right now.
Handoff will go up the middle. maybe a gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
I haven't noticed him in before. Have you, Coach Winters?
Excuse me?
Number 4, I haven't noticed him in the game before that.
No.
But,
Melchizedek J. Porter.
Boy, he's physical.
He's a
big-looking
6'2",
kid.
186 junior.
Good-looking athlete.
Plays in a dual role. Got him out of the receiver, but he can play quarterback as well. They'll bring him in.
Jet sweep.
The jet sweep. They're going to catch him in the backfield, and that's Rocky Duncan. Mustang defense read that play from the beginning.
Tell you what, I like the intensity we're showing right now, too.
A lot better energy, a lot more positive energy over here. We need to keep it up, keep the momentum going.
He lost several on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down, 16. Ball's back at the Hornet 25-yard line. Trips to the near side. One to the far side. They're in almost a predictable passing situation. You want to be smart on the snap count. Make sure you don't jump off sides. Give him any easy yards. Quarterback draws back, and Rocky Duncan with pressure, and the rest of the defensive line, and they'll drop him for a loss.
Rocky had the pressure, and Chase came in and finished him off there. Great job, Chase
Great
Gibson.
team effort.
Big sack.
With this win, we ought to get really good field position.
Is it swirling more down there on the field, Doug?
It's kind of quartering, but it's really blowing pretty healthy from one corner of the end zone to the other. It's not circling at all.
So the Hornets are going to step into max protection on their punt in case the Mustangs decide to come after it. There's the punt.
Nice.
That was a different punter that time, I believe.
The ball will be dropped dead. Got the Mustang 38-yard line, so they'll take over 1st and 10. Just under 7 minutes to play till halftime.
Peyton Bennett on the kick that time instead of 33. He actually turned that one over with a little spiral into that wind. So.
You can follow all the school activities and schedules at our school website, the traditional oologah.k12.ok.us, or just hit oologahmustangs.com. Visit the athletic page, and you can find all the different schedules and activities that are going on. 3 receivers to the far side. Salt in the shotgun snap. Quick screen play out to the far side. Chase Gibson. He'll pick up several.
Chase, nice catch and run there.
Tough run. Looked like he maybe hyperextended. I was scared, a little awkward.
He's a tough kid.
Bring up 2nd down and 5. You want to be 2nd down and 5. You can run the ball, you can throw the ball, put you very balanced in your offense approach. Brennan Davis to the far side. We've got Travis Rogers in motion as the tight end. They're going to hand it off the left side, but he won't get much. Might have even lost a yard. Bring up 3rd down and 6. 5 minutes and 56 seconds counting till halftime. You don't want to miss the Mustang halftime show. We'll visit with Director of Bands John Matthews and talk about the Stallion Battalion busy schedule and our Mustang Spotlight of the Week.
Lost a couple there, looks like. Thought we had a little space there, but again, 33 came in there.
I like that double tight right when they bring him to the right side.
Mustangs traditionally run the ball pretty well to the left. They would like to be able to open up that right side. Trips to the near. Shotgun snap for Salt. Ooh.
Deep.
Boy, that could have been ugly. Darian Hayes will
The
knock away the pass. It was out of his hands. That could have been an interception. So the Mustangs will go 3 and out.
The deep ball's still there.
Gibson's open down the sideline.
I think that deep ball's still there.
Yes, it is.
4th down and 6. Ball marked at the 41-yard line. The Mustangs will punt it away. Good punt with the wind. He'll step back to about the 18-yard line to make the catch. He's going to go to the far sideline. They'll knock him out of bounds about the 28, 29-yard line. So the Mustang defense will step on the field.
Caden Davis there. Good pursuit, knocking him out of bounds.
Volleyball playing in the OKU tournament, Oklahoma Union. We were a host side today, played a couple of games. They'll be Monday. They host Rejoice at home. 7th grade, 8th, 9th grade, junior varsity. Varsity, they'll all be in action. That game starts at 4, 5, 6, and accordingly. You don't want to miss it.
And we'll play at 12 o'clock tomorrow at Oklahoma Union.
At Oklahoma Union. Mustangs a 3-down lineman. The quarterback's just going to keep it up the middle. Maybe a gain of a yard, yard and a half. Then the volleyball team will be Tuesday. They will host Sperry at home as well. Junior varsity and varsity will play. 5 and 6 o'clock are game times. Softball's got a busy weekend as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure when softball plays tomorrow. I know Coach Jan thought they may play Owasso, but I'll see if I can't get some info on that one.
Got a busy week. I know they've got home Tuesday and home Thursday. We'll talk about that. Shotgun snap. Quarterback's going to keep it to the right side, but he's going to be met by that defensive line. He may have lost a yard or two.
That's the number 4 there, came in.
So he lost a yard. They'll mark him 3rd down and 10, ball on the 31-yard line. 4 minutes and counting till halftime.
You know, that interception might play into just a little bit of the psyche there now. Make him keep it on the ground. Maybe we can, we've done a good job against the run, so it could play into our hands a little bit.
Predictable passing situation. 3rd down and 10. Shotgun snap. Pressure on the way. He's going to roll to the right and pass. They'll knock him out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be enough for a Hornet first down. So they'll move the chains. Boy, you had him deep. You had an opportunity there.
Same route they ran earlier for the first down.
Of course, we've been beat on a long one too, so those secondary guys have a tendency to make sure they're not getting beat long, and they're just nice break to the sideline again, same play.
Spotted down at the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap, quick out pass. Again to number 6. They've called his number a lot. That's Brayson Lawson.
We're giving a 10-yard cushion out on that lot, so
they're
taking
advantage of it.
Yep.
That was a 9-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down and 1. Ball almost to midfield. 3 minutes, 35 seconds. The clock is ticking till halftime. They're going to do it again. Throw it to the far side to number 6, but the Mustangs were there, but was it enough forward progress to get the first down? And it looks like it's going to be a generous spot, so they'll move the chains.
Softball will play Owasso at 12:10 tomorrow down at Tahlequah Sequoia.
Coach Brown and Jan do an incredible job with those young athletes. They are going to make some noise in 4A. They will actually, if they can make it to state, they'll be playing over fall break, playing in Oklahoma City. I believe they've got a chance to win another title. Shotgun snap. He'll drop across the right side. Pass complete. Gain of about 11 on the play, so that'll move the chains. 3 minutes and counting.
They're just taking advantage of our alignment. Until we make an adjustment, they're going to throw that.
Quick out route.
Hitch is right.
Two receivers to the far side. Two receivers to the near. Shotgun snap again. Same play. Just keep going to the right side. Keep getting them.
Boy, 2 missed tackles there. Got to get her heads up and tackle.
Dylan Walker on the reception. That's another first down for the Hornets as they're just driving down the field. Did get out of bounds, I believe, so it'll stop the clock.
Timeout. I knew it.
So the Mustangs are going to call timeout to collect themselves. We'll take one as well. We'll be back.
Mustang Athletics would like to thank some of our great sponsors for their support of Oologah Mustang football. Incentis Credit Union, providing innovative, affordable financial services. Sonic, drive in for a change. Inkwell Printing for all your printing and production needs. Cherokee Nation, Under Armour, and BSN Sports, making an impact on the heart of the game. RCB Bank, that's my bank. And Subway, located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Eat fresh, Subway. Thank you for your support of Mustang Athletics.
You're listening to Mustang Football, brought to you by Advanced Homes, building your dreams. Visit their website, advancedhbi.com. You can find them on Facebook as well. About 5 homes under construction right now. Might be your next home. 2 minutes and 43 seconds till halftime. The Mustangs have a 14-7 lead, but the Hornets are driving. They have a first down and 10 on the Mustang 22-yard line. Coming out of timeout that the Mustangs had called. That defense needed a second to collect itself, make some adjustments. So we've got a receiver to the near side, one to the far, shotgun snap. Deep ball into the end zone, and he'll drop it.
Waiting for that hitch and go right there.
A little bit over his head. Mason Powell in coverage for the Mustangs. So it'll bring up second down and 10.
It was there, I'll tell you that. Just a little too long. So got to tighten up in the secondary here. Maybe get a little pressure on the quarterback.
As the field gets shorter, it's a little bit easier to defend some of those passes. They're going to throw the ball again to number 6. They've called his number a lot tonight. That's Brayson Lawson. You got him, Aiden Trimble.
Slow to get up there. Yeah.
Slow to get up, hobbling a little big, but he doesn't want to come out. Hornets don't really use a huddle. 2 receivers to each side, and the Mustangs will jump off sides again.
That's the second or third time he's done it.
That was 3rd down and 2, so that'll give the Hornets a first down. The ball will touch basically the 10-yard line, and they'll drop the chain, so it's 1st and goal from the 10. 2 minutes, 10 seconds till halftime. Handoff up the left side, but that defensive line will make the tackle.
We'll get the ball coming out of halftime, won't we?
Yep.
Okay. Man, we need to stop here. Be nice to hold them at least to a field goal.
Caden Smith on the tackle for the Mustangs. Shotgun snap. He's going to look across the middle. Pass is incomplete. Pass is intended for number 33, Dylan Walker. A little bit over his head.
So it should be third. Okay, there we go.
3rd down and 9 with 1:47 till halftime. You don't want to miss the Mustang halftime show. A couple of great guests we're going to spend some time with. You'll be able to see, not necessarily hear, the Stallion Battalion as they are the guest band. They will march first. Next weekend we're going to show their show in entirety. It's homecoming as the Mustangs will host Cleveland. Quarterback and shotgun snap with a little bit of pressure, but he gets away from it across the middle and right dadgum in the middle of the end zone for a touchdown.
Just lost our coverage there. Scrambled a little bit and didn't stick with their guys.
That was T.J. Maxwell on the touchdown reception. So if they add the extra point, it'll tie it up. You guys know Weeks a little better than I do. Is he the guy that would use your 2-minute offense to try to get points on the board? Kicks down and it's good.
Tell you what, I think with the wind at our back and kind of what I keep seeing on defense, I think we got a chance to
last touchdown
was drive down. We got
was
2
a one play,
still.
so make a couple of shots at it.
I think it'll determine on the kickoff where we are field position. If we do not get a good return, I don't think he's going to turn over.
What yard line are you looking at there, Winters, to make that determination?
Past the 30. If it's past the 30, he may. 35.
Couple scores for A of note. Wagner's putting a whooping on Fort Gibson 28-0 halftime. And Coweta's actually up Catoosa's up 9-6 on Coweta. So just kind of some local scores there. People that are in our district or familiar to us.
Ball on the tee or plays down at the Hornet 40-yard line. Cooper Christian, Connor Davis back to receive for the Mustangs. About halfway between the 10 and the 15-yard line. Like to get a return here. There's the kick. Cooper Christian's going to let it bounce in front of him. Then he's going to pick it up and go. Boy, that just did not play out how you wanted it.
And I think we got a block in
Flags
the back.
down on the field.
That long drive created big-time momentum for Hilldale. I think we're just going to try to get to the locker room.
Yeah, I think we're gassed a little bit.
Hilldale has 2 timeouts left. They can stop the clock. So you're going to need to do something. Penalty will be against the Mustangs. That'll put the ball down between the 2 and the 3-yard line.
Gee.
Salt will take the snap from his own end zone.
You did say the 30, not the 3, correct?
Yes.
Shotgun snap, handoff up the middle. He'll gain a couple of yards, give him just a little bit of breathing room.
See if Hilldale uses their timeouts. Have not yet.
Minute 20, and the clock is ticking till halftime.
Don't be in a hurry.
Coming up at halftime, it's our TTCU Federal Credit Union Mustang Spotlight of the Week. Salt and shotgun snap. He's going to roll to the right. Almost got brought down in the end zone. He was able to get rid of it. Pass was intended to that tight end, Travis Rogers. Just a bad pass, unable to catch.
They didn't have to spend a timeout right there. Costly.
So the clock is stopped with 59.7 seconds. It's 3rd down and 6. It's a big 3rd down for the Mustangs. You don't want to do anything crazy. You don't want to give anything away. Salt to the far side. Pass complete, gain of maybe a couple, but not much. So the Hornets are going to take a timeout. You got a punt and you need a good one. Make sure your special teams is sharp. You don't want to give up a quick 6 to go into the halftime down by a touchdown. It is tied at 14 with 50 seconds left to play in the first half.
Some more scores. Collinsville's up 21-0 on Ponca City. Sky took 38-6 over Nathan Hale. Claremore's down 14-0 to Edison. That's a top 10 matchup there in 5A.
Well, about an hour ago, we had a significant rain shower that was headed our way, but that shower just continues to dissipate. So we may be able to get the game in without any significant weather. We're still clear on the radar, but there is definitely rain in the Oklahoma City area that's coming this way. So it's 4th down and 5. The Mustangs will be punting out of their own end zone. Dylan Walker, he's a dangerous return man. He's standing in midfield. Ball's going to take a Mustang bounce. Will drop down about the 45-yard line. So with 39 seconds left on the clock, what'll Hilldale do? Will they come out, take a couple of knees, and go in content with a tie ball game at half, or will they take a shot at the end zone?
They're taking shots, baby. It's on our side of the 50. They got a kicker with a good leg, too.
Well, I would prefer they take a knee.
Me too. I'm with you. I'm with you.
2 receivers to the far side. Number 11, who caught their last touchdown pass, is here close to the sideline. Quarterback in shotgun snap. He's looking. He's taking that shot. .33 Dylan Walker. He's had a big night tonight for the Hornets. That'll move the chains. Knocked out of bounds, so it'll stop the clock and only took a few seconds off. Shotgun snap. Mustangs bringing a little bit of pressure. Pass is incomplete to number 33, Dylan Walker. He's a favorite target for that quarterback, Johnny Dorset. 2nd down and 10 with 20 seconds left to play till halftime. It's a beautiful night in Hilldale, Oklahoma. Shotgun snap. Pass over the middle. Would have had to make a one-hand grab, and he missed it. TJ Maxwell.
Mason Powell on the coverage there. Separate step.
Receiver. 16 seconds left to play. It's 3rd down and 10. We'll have some first half stats for you on our Mustang halftime show.
Screen.
3rd down and 10 with 16 seconds till half. Mustangs, a 3-down lineman, bringing pressure, and they could get a hand on him, but there's a flag down on the field. The quarterback's going to scramble. But Caden Smith with the tackle.
There was a hold, and then we got another. Chase Gibson's missing a shoe over here, looks like, so he might have got blindsided.
72, blindsiding, and another flag.
We're throwing hats at this point.
He threw his hat. 72 won't shut his mouth.
Well, at this point, those penalties will do you very little with only 6 seconds left till halftime.
I think they're out of field goal range. That's one good thing about it.
We'll back you out of field goal range.
This may be one of those necessary roughness
Personal
moments
foul.
for the referees.
So 2 penalties are called.
Personal foul and unsportsmanlike.
That'll move the ball about 30 yards. Chase Gibson on the sideline.
Ryan Frank, our trainer down there. Also Doc Gibson, keeping a close eye on him.
Well, we're going to walk about 2/3 of the football field.
It's going to hurt their total offensive yards right there, isn't it?
That does hurt your total offensive yards. Third down and 50. They'll take a knee. And that'll do it for the half. So we are on the road tonight in Hilldale. It's halftime. It's the Mustangs and the Hornet tied at 15. This is the Mustang Halftime Show. We'll be back after this.
Mustang Athletics would like to thank some of our great sponsors for their support of Oologah Mustang football. Incentis Credit Union, providing innovative, affordable financial services. Sonic, drive-in for a change. Inkwell Printing for all your printing and production needs. Cherokee Nation, Under Armour, and BSN Sports, making an impact on the heart of the game. RCB Bank, that's my bank. And Subway, located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Eat fresh, Subway. Thank you for your support of Mustang Athletics.
We are at halftime. We are tied at 14. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg, joined along in the booth by Oologah Athletic Director Brady Despain on the sideline. Our girls basketball coach, Doug Winters. And Coach Winters, talk to you. Your first takes, your first impression of how the Mustangs responded on the road to a team that's probably comparable in talent, comparable in class. How did the Mustangs produce, in your regard, in your opinion, in the first half?
Again, road games are tough. Again, getting on the road and trying to feel comfortable, get the game plan down. I think we came out a little slow, a little flat, responded well, and then made some mental lapses late with some offsides and some penalties, gave them extra. That last drive by Hilldale really, really hurt us as far as momentum goes, and it's just a scrap. I mean, 14-14, comparable teams on the road. Coach Weeks here at the huddle at halftime says we got to execute, establish the running game. He promised he'd do a better job. They got to do a better job. He's trying to fire them up.
Yep, absolutely. Coach Spain grabbed some stats from our statistician Johnny Dermo. Coach, what do you see?
Well, they're winning the total yards battle, but 210 for them, 106 for us, 216 for that for them is passing, and -6 on the ground. We're pretty even, 53 rush, 56 pass, 106 total. Zach's 8 carries for 30 yards, so well under his average there. Blake's 2 for 20 passing. We've had some negative yards there, and then we had the big 2 for 20 on rush for Salt, 4 for 9, 56 on the pass, and then Cooper Christian had the big catch for 52 yards in the TD there. So yeah, again, the pass, like Coach Winter said, that one drive was really big, and then they also had the one big pass play early in the first quarter. So, some things to build on especially, but again, 14-14, we've been in some close battles already this year, so, we're battle tested.
Guys
just need to come out first.
Absolutely.
First half, second half.
And Coach Weeks and his staff have done a great job of evaluating film, but I'm just telling you what I watched of Hilldale. I thought they had trouble throwing the deep ball. I thought that they were having trouble in their passing game, and I think Coach Weeks and his defensive staff have probably thought the same thing, and that's where they've just got us. I think Hilldale's had a better passing game tonight than what anybody would have expected coming into tonight, and we've struggled.
Well, they've been thinking all week it's going to be 4-4-4-4. 2 is their passing quarterback, 4 is the running quarterback. So,
yep,
caught us off
guard. A lot of that, besides the one big play, has just been chip all the way down the field. We're giving them space and out there in the secondary. So that'll be an adjustment Coach Gray will probably make as well.
He's down here drawing it up.
He's drawing it up. 7 minutes to go until halftime. The Mustang Stallion Battalion's getting ready to take the field, and as they march, you're going to hear from directors of band John Matthews. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be joined by John Matthews. You're listening to Mustang Football.
At Will Rogers Animal Hospital, your pet's care comes first. Dr. Ron Wallace and his professional staff provide a wide range of services for all your pet's needs, from surgeries, vaccinations, boarding, and more. The friendly staff at Will Rogers Animal Hospital makes your pet's care a priority. Open 6 days a week for your convenience. They're located just off Highway 169 in Oologah. Give them a call today at 918-443-4444 and book your animal's next appointment. Will Rogers Animal Hospital, 335 South Elm Street in Oologah.
You are listening to Mustang Halftime Show, and we're joined today by the Director of Bands for Oologah-Talala Public Schools, John Matthews. John, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
It is about to get real for the marching band. Marching band competition season is almost in full swing, and some folks may know, may not know, you guys really kick it off, especially for our size bands and some smaller. Just a couple of weeks, we have the Stallion Battalion Marching Invitational coming up. Tell us about the competition. Tell us how that came about.
This is our 13th year to host the Stallion Battalion Invitational. There was a need in Oklahoma for a smaller size band contest with a more OBA style judging, so that there's actually judges on the field and there's judges in the press box. I actually have 8 judges hired for this contest coming up in a week. It'll be on September the 28th. So we're getting a lot of critique to these bands that are coming and giving them a lot of help. Each judge helps in a particular area so they can improve their show. So there's just a need early in the season. This is the first contest week really of the big marching season. So this contest I developed 13 years ago just to kind of fill that gap and get everybody a really good start on their competitive season. So bands can take what they get from our contest, work on it that next week to improve for the next contest. So.
Tell you what's fun is especially, so the bands will march earlier in the day in what they call preliminaries. We tally all those results, and then we bring in the top 10 bands.
Top 12.
Top 12 bands, yes. And they march finals. It's a fun Saturday night in Oologah, Oklahoma to be in the stands watching those bands.
If you've never been to a marching band contest and don't know what that is, it's an entirely different atmosphere than, a halftime. Halftimes are great.
They're rushed. They're fast.
We're trying to get it in, and this is a different setup. So these bands are marching, like you said, in finals under the lights. They've stepped up their game from that afternoon performance, and it's a chance for them to get to go and just get ranked 1 through 12. So they're all vying for that first place trophy, and so that adds that level of excitement and electricity to the show. So it's usually a really good evening. So
I have seen those stands more full than what would be on a Friday night football game. It's packed.
Band parents are kind of,
it's a unique culture.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They're definitely in it to win it. So it's great to see. And you're right; those stands are typically really full for that final competition. But of course, we welcome anybody in Oologah to come out and check out the contest. Finals would be a great time to come out. Now, our band will be marching an exhibition. Hopefully, have our whole show close to being on the field by then. We'll be marching an exhibition. I believe it's at 9:15.
And that is 1 week from tomorrow. It's 1 week from tomorrow night that will air. Talking about your show, it's a unique show. Tell us what goes on in the Oologah Mustang Marching Show this year.
So, well, as a band director, I'm always looking to do something that's unique, different, that will play well to a football crowd and a halftime audience, as well as play well for a contest.
Right.
So I felt like this show this year, it's by a composer, Randall Standridge. It's a original show called Pandora Reopened, and so we kind of took this myth of Pandora, Pandora's box, and changed it around a little bit to more of like a future setting where Pandora is actually some sort of like computer alternative intelligence that runs everything, keeps everything peaceful or not. And so our show kind of starts off with this little ominous prologue that says, hey, something's going to be weird. But then we go into this like happy movement where everything is good and Pandora's separated, keeping everything well. And then towards the end of the show, it gets a little spooky. And then at the end, it's just all out war. So it should be lots of fun. The kids, we're doing more choreography, more dancing than the band has ever done since I've been here for the last 16 years. So I'm really excited. Kids are really buying in, and it's a different show that I think is gonna help us on the competitive side of things.
But you have to be unique. You have to stand out when it comes to those competitions.
You want to show that people are going to remember.
Right.
You want to show that the judges at the end of that prelims and finals are going to go, oh yeah, that's that show. And I think we've got it this year. I'm really excited
have a
about
new
it.
family member to the Stallion Battalion, and that is Mr. Smith.
Absolutely.
Who joined us his first year. Talk a little bit about the job he's doing and what he does with you.
Mr. David Smith is a fantastic, experienced band director. He actually, we stole him from Wagner. He was at Wagner for the last 16 years, so we're really excited to have him here. Has just done a wonderful job helping me, and it's so nice to be able to, have an experienced teacher that knows what they're doing, and he brings a whole different level of, experience to the table.
Absolutely.
So,
lastly, you guys have a trip to San Antonio. Really excited. It's a bowl trip.
We are. Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that and what'll go on in the trip.
Oologah Stallion Battalion has been invited to participate in the Alamo Bowl again this year. Awesome. So we're going to be heading to San Antonio for the Alamo Bowl. We get to march in the big halftime performance. There's a big mass band performance where all the bands that go actually get to, join together and perform in this major halftime performance. It's on New Year's Eve this year, which is really exciting. Cool. So it's a big time game this year. And then there's actually a competition, field show competition. So say we go and we win, we get to march pregame at the Alamo Bowl all by ourselves. So Oologah Band would march that pregame before the.
And that has happened before.
It has. The last time we were at the Alamo, we won.
Yep.
I remember what year it was. I remember the show. It was our Boston show, if that helps. But no, it was. It's a great experience for the kids. It's going to be jam-packed, full of great musical stuff, and we're real excited to get to take the kids down there.
John, I know you're incredibly busy with marching band. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your time today. Good luck. And you are listening to Mustang Halftime Show. We'll be back with more in just a minute.
Raising Cane's box combo, please.
Good call.
You think?
You bet. Cane's chicken fingers are always fresh, never ever frozen.
Really?
Marinated for 24 hours, hand battered and breaded, and cooked to order.
Man, that does sound good. You must really love Cane's.
Doesn't everyone? Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Mustang Athletics would like to thank some of our incredible sponsors for their support of Oologah Mustang football. Texoma Tractor. We offer construction project management, IT services, equipment rental, facility maintenance, and more. EOC. At Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center, we specialize in you. Rod Henry Construction, offering all of your storm shelter, septic, and aerobic system needs. Mid-America Feeds, highest quality livestock feed and service. Raising Cane's Chicken, a popular chicken finger brand with a focus on community. Advanced Homes, quality construction for your family's dreams. Thank you for your support of Mustang Athletics.
are tied at 14. We're at halftime. Hello, everybody. My name is Brent Kellogg, joined by Brady Despain and Coach Doug Winters. It's the Mustang Network. We are on the road tonight. We are at Hilldale, and it has been an incredible first half. You've seen some great defensive plays. Our defense actually managed to create 2 turnovers. Rocky Duncan forced a fumble, and then we intercepted the ball. We're able to go score on it. So it's been a little bit of momentum shift back and forth. The Mustangs were sluggish to get started in the first half. A couple of 3-and-outs, but then finally found our groove. Mr. Despain, let's talk about what's going on elsewhere across the Tulsa area in our class and then some classes around us. You have some scores for us?
Yeah, we'll go back to the scoreboard. Wagner now leads 35-0 in the third quarter over Fort Gibson.
That's a
Bristow up 24-0. Bristow's in our district over Manford. Catoosa still leading 9-6 against Coweta. Collinsville 21, Ponca City 6. Tulsa Edison still up, added a touchdown 21-0 over Claremore, and then Pryor is up 25-7 over Grove.
So some other action going on around the Tulsa area. If you look at some of the big boys, Mustang and Westmore in 6A1, they're tied at 14. You've got Edmond Santa Fe and Norman North. Edmond Santa Fe leads 14-0. I was looking for some of the...
I think a lot of them, some of them had played that 0 week, so a lot of them have a bye week.
So they may have a bye week this week as well. Well, it's time for our Mustang Spotlight. It's brought to you by TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. When we come back, we'll have that in just a second. You're listening to Mustang Halftime Show.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Welcome back. It's the Mustang Halftime Show. One of the things we enjoy doing about our broadcast is taking a moment just to talk to some of our Mustang students that are athletes or involved in our different activities. Today, the Mustang we want to spend some time with is Bailey Despain. She is the daughter of our athletic director, Brady Despain, and my broadcast partner. So, Bailey, welcome to the Halftime Show. Glad to have you today.
Thanks for having me.
You are a multi-sport athlete, means you're a girl of many talents. Right now, you're currently playing volleyball. What else do you do?
I play basketball, and I'm thinking about playing golf.
Thinking about playing golf. How's volleyball season going for you?
Pretty good. It's been a good season so far. We got a new coach, and she's amazing, and we all get along this year, and it's just been really fun.
That's fantastic. So what do you do when you're not at volleyball practice or when you're not in math class, when you're not at school? What do you do when you're not all things high school?
Usually I hang out with my friends. I don't really do anything else but that.
You're not a gamer? Like you don't play Fortnite?
There's not much to do in Oologah.
Especially out where you live, out in the country. Your cell phone service doesn't work so good at the house, does it?
No, not at all.
Do you have a favorite movie?
My favorite movie would probably be Mamma Mia.
What do you like about it?
I love music, and I just kind of grew up on that movie, and I would watch it with my cousins, and we would just sing all the songs in it, and I don't know, for some reason, it's just my favorite movie.
Awesome. So do you have an embarrassing or funny story about your dad that we could tell?
An embarrassing story of him. One day, if you don't know my mom, one day she was griping at him about something with a chainsaw and cutting down trees. And next thing we know, my dad cut his leg with it and had to go to the emergency room and get it glued back up. And of course, like he's arguing with her, and she's like, "I told you so." So it was just pretty funny, just knowing how my parents are, and for that to happen to him.
So something people may not know about your mom. She wasn't born in the United States, was she?
No, she was born in Ukraine.
Ukraine. So she's Ukrainian. So she has a little bit of the Ukrainian accent too when she talks. So, yeah. How's mom's cook? Did she ever cook Ukrainian food?
Yes, all the time.
Do you like it?
Oh, I love it. It's really good.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So, what is your favorite part about being a part of the Mustang family? You've been here, gosh, since elementary age. So, what do you like about the Mustang family and just being a part of Oologah High School?
What I like is it feels like a family because it's such a small community, so you get to know everybody, and it's not like like you walk down the hallway and you have no clue who someone is. Like you can easily start up a conversation because you know like who they are and you know their like past, and it's just like one big family.
Bailey, we are so proud of you. It's a joy to get to watch you play volleyball and basketball and maybe even swing the golf club. Thank you for spending time with us. Thanks for dropping by. This is the Mustang Halftime Show. Second half kickoff is coming up, and we'll have more of the halftime show. You're listening to Oologah Mustang Football.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner like TTCU Federal Credit Union. You could get $150 when you open a checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. Checking account, why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. With approved credit, annual percentage yield for dividend-bearing accounts is 0.20% as of 7/1/19. Offer ends 10/31/19. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
I want to say a big thank you to TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance for sponsoring our Mustang Spotlight. And you have a new nickname, my friend.
What's that?
It's called Chainsaw to Spain.
I remember that was out in Raiden, Oklahoma, way out in western Oklahoma, cutting down some trees, and I had to run to Cheyenne, town of about 500.
How far a drive was it once you had cut your leg open with the chainsaw?
About 15, 20 miles, so... good thing it wasn't. I had some baggy pants on, so like Rick would say, that probably saved me from any more. But I still got the scar to prove it. So
call you peg leg to Spain. So just about 2 minutes and 30 seconds until we're ready to kick off the second half. You are listening and watching the Mustang Network live on YouTube. I want to say thanks to all of our viewers that are joining us tonight. If you weren't able to make the trip to the mighty place of Hilldale, Oklahoma, or maybe you're a Mustang alum that's watching us from anywhere across the United States or even, I guess, internationally through the power of YouTube, we want to say thanks. It's our inaugural season of broadcasting Mustang athletics and activities, and we're really excited about it. It's been the Mustang Halftime Show. We were joined earlier by Director of Bands John Matthews. Just some exciting stuff that they have going on in the marching band competition arena. Next weekend, they will actually host one of the first competitions. It's called the Stallion Battalion Invitational. If you've never been to a marching band competition, it's a little bit different feel than what you would get at a halftime show. At halftimes, they try to get two bands on the field and two bands off the field, and so it's a little bit more rush. So it's just a unique, fun thing. If you're in the Oologah area, come join us next Saturday evening, probably 6:30. You can watch the finals of the competition. Will just be a fun night in Oologah. The Hornet Marching Band, they are wrapping up their show. The teams will be making their way to the field in just a little bit. We'll remind you of some halftime stats as we get ready to go to kick off. You're listening to the Mustang Halftime Show. This is Oologah Football.
We are the boy band. Your tween made you see. We are the boy. It's painful concert number 3. We are the boy band. We're 5 and 19. We are the boy band. Always singing on key.
You love your kids enough to take them to see their favorite band. Love them enough to make sure they're buckled up in the back seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? Amid the chaos? Or is the best time perhaps today? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
For the latest in Oologah school and activity news, visit the newly updated website at mustangs.com for a full list of schedules and information on school activities and events. You can like us on Facebook, Oologah-Talala High School, for the latest on OHS news, announcements, student accomplishments, and more. You can also follow us on Twitter for all the sports update. If you're a Twitter user, you can follow Oologah-Talala Public Schools or Oologah Athletics AD.
At Oologah AD on Twitter.
AD. Got some other sports in action going on today. Our volleyball team has been competing in the Oklahoma Union tournament. Played a couple of games today. They will play tomorrow as well. Softball in action in a tournament this weekend. They have a busy week this week. They're at home against Berry Hill, 4:30. on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, they will host Veneta as well. That's a 4:30 time. And then next Friday, which is actually homecoming for the football team, our softball team will be playing at 3:30. So you could come early enough, watch that incredible softball team as they will host Stillwell, and then come on over to the football field as the homecoming festivities will begin as the Mustangs host Cleveland for our 2019 homecoming. They've added a couple of minutes to the clock to give teams time to stretch out. The Mustangs have just come to the field, and the coaches are now making their way to the press box. It's important this time of season to have a little bit extra time at halftime to give your marching band some time to compete, because in the next few days they will be going to competition as well, and we want to make sure that both school gets equal representation. We are tied at 14 at halftime, so you have basically an even ball game. You're not having to play catch up, but you also don't have a lead that you can play cushion with. You need to come out, play smart defense. You need to take advantage of some of their weaknesses. I've lost audio. There we are. We're back. As you get ready to kick off the second half here, I know that the Hornets have had a couple of players that have made a little bit of noise. Number 11, T.J. Maxwell, has caught a touchdown. Their wide receiver, number 6, Brayson Lawson, had several catches. They've got a quarterback that's throwing the ball. The Mustang offense has had some big plays as well, been able to air it out a little bit, but I don't think as much as Coach Weeks would probably like to. Our passing game was a little bit sluggish to get going in the first half. Able to move the ball a little bit. Zach Wright's just having a great night running the football, but we've got to create some motion, create some movement on the right side of the line. Behind the left side of the line, Bonner Pennington and Skylar Wisenhunt, those guys can create some space, but our right side of the line, we'd like to be able to be right-handed as well. The Mustangs are in the end zone to the right as they are warming up and stretching. It's about 50 seconds until the clock will hit 0, and we'll get ready for kickoff. Coach Winters, your thoughts. How's the temperature on the field? How are the Mustangs ready to play this second half as we're on the road at Hilldale?
I believe it dropped about 4 or 5 degrees. It seems like the wind has picked up some coming out of the south. And I think the boys are in good spirits. I think they're ready to fight for this victory.
These guys have been in a couple of scraps. It's nothing to be tied at halftime or even a little bit behind. Their last couple of weeks have certainly been dogfights. Coach Despain, what are your thoughts as we get ready for the second half?
Well, I think this first drive's key. Set the tempo early in the second half. Get something positive going, whether it's a field goal, but would like to punch it in for a touchdown. And I think it's going to be key. Set the tone. I know Coach Weeks kind of challenged him and himself as well. So see what we got.
Mustangs won the coin toss. They chose to defer, so they will be receiving the kickoff as we get ready to start the second half. And you can hear the Stallion Battalion marching band in the background as they play the Washington and Lee Swing as we get ready to go with the second half. Looks like the rain that's in the Oklahoma City area is still coming this way, but it just dissipates as it gets closer. So we have been able to just kind of pass by the rain, because that could make this for a slippery, wet, sticky night on a Friday night. The Mustang faithful have traveled well. If you're joining us online, welcome to the inaugural season of Mustang Broadcasting. My name is Brent Kellogg. I'm joined by Athletic Director Brady Despain. And on the sideline, our girls basketball coach, the man that turned down the position of most interesting man in the world, Doug Winters.
How do you think of those things?
At lunch today with my wife and kids, I asked for their help. Every week, I've got to find a unique way to enter. You just got to know Coach Winters. He is deserving of all that. I think so far my favorite has been the man that I just went blank there for a second. It's a late Friday night.
Hey, I want to know why I've got the
You're the man with
face
the face
on the
made for
radio, and then
yeah.
you get all the good stuff, Winters. What's up with that?
Winters is the guy that gave Chuck Norris a run for his money. That was my favorite.
I don't know. Of course, we'll get the wind in the third, and the Hornets have decided to take the wind in the fourth.
Yeah, expected.
So here we go. The Mustangs are set. Cooper Christian. Connor Davis back to receive for the Mustangs. Ball goes to Cooper again. He'll take it about the 4-yard line, head up the middle, look for a seam. He'll get the ball out maybe to the 28-yard line. That's good field position to get started.
Yeah, looks like you're going to spot him up close to the 30, looks like. So good start for this third quarter.
You want to come out, you want to set a solid tone. You want to control the pace of the game. You don't want to go 3 and out. You want to be able to move the ball, move the chains, and just set some tempo and set the pace for what you want to accomplish. Mustangs will come to the line. Blake Salt wearing the red sleeve. Talked to his dad just briefly at halftime. Brent Salt, Mustang alum, played football back in the 90s. Wasn't near as good as Blake. Just going to put that out there. No, I take that back. Brent was a great defender on the Mustang defense. Chase Gibson feeling a little better. He got dinged up a little bit towards the end of the second quarter, but he'll check into the lineup.
Boy, not much there going up the middle on the first down there for Zach Wright. No gain.
Shotgun snap. Little screen play out to the right side. Going to find a little bit of a crease. He'll be hit hard. Zach Wright on the catch and carry.
Nice little swing pass out there. Zach made a nice cut. Got some positive yardage.
Ball spotted down about the 34-yard line. Nope, sorry.
Need to move the chains right here. Get a little momentum.
I'm good. Yeah, 29-yard line.
No, you were right.
I was right.
Yep, you're right. 34. I think they might have been wrong.
Trips to the far side. Travis Rogers in motion. He'll come into the line. Salt's going to roll right. He's going to be in a little bit of trouble. And he'll throw it towards that tight end, Travis Rogers. A little miscommunication. Travis, I don't think, knew that Salt was running for his life. So the Mustangs will go 3 and out, and that's not how you wanted to start your second half.
Tell you what, Blake doesn't have a whole lot of time to throw that pass. Looked like
right
a little
side,
tight end screen or something there.
Just the left side of that defensive line is getting to him.
Yeah, just didn't have enough time for that little tight end screen, looked like.
With 10:26 left to play in the third quarter, Mustangs will punt it away. Their return man, about the 26-yard line. He'll get a block. A couple of Mustangs on the tackle.
Nice job by Cole Powell getting down there.
Smith and Cole Powell will make the tackle.
63 also in there. It's
great hustle, great coverage.
So the Mustang defense will get a chance to respond, to stand up tall. Mustang defense has created 2 opportunities, so they are +2 in the turnover margin tonight.
63 was Cody Siegfried, also in there on the tackle.
Mustangs will go with 4 down linemen. They'll hand off up the middle. He'll break a tackle or 2 at the line. Gets into the secondary. Cooper Christian got a hand on him to help slow him down.
Missed 2 tackles at the line.
Brennan Davis will help bring him down as well. You're into the time of the season where you're going to see some of your athletes playing both ways. Cooper Christian will serve as a receiver, and also he'll work in the backfield. Quick pass to the right side. Connor Davis will help make the stop. A couple other guys will help bring him down. Go ahead, Coach Winters.
I was just curious to see the adjustments we made on the alignment. You know, what the cushions are going to be, what coverages are we going to stick with.
Handoff going to go up the middle.
I think we reacted a little quicker getting out there. Just again, that 6 is a big kid. I mean, he's a big receiver, so he's been giving us fits, and they're probably going to keep going out there to him.
It's good for a Hornet first down and 10. Ball placed down at the 44-yard line. Mustangs a 4-down lineman. Shotgun snap, looking to throw over the right side. He's going to overthrow his favorite receiver on the night, Brayson Lawson. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
And that's what I was looking at, the cushion, but now they're going to try to throw over the top.
Kind of try to draw you in with a couple of screen plays, get you to play closer, and then beat you over the top. Didn't work. Ball was overthrown, so the Mustangs will stand up at 2nd down and 10. Ball on the Mustang 44-yard line. 9 minutes, 22 seconds in the third quarter. We're tied at 14. If you're just joining us, my name is Brent Kellogg, joined by Brady Despain, Coach Doug Winters on the field. Flag down on the play, and they're going to back the ball up into Hilldale territory.
Not sure what that was, Winters. Did you see what it was?
I didn't see the indication.
Might be a holding. Looks like a 10-yard penalty, so it's 2nd down. They're behind the chains 10, so it's 2nd down and 20.
Bonner Pennington in there at D-line now.
The Mustangs are going to jump off sides. That was Chase Gibson on the far side, and he knew it the second he jumped. So we'll come back 5 and bring up 2nd down and 15. Two receivers to the far, 2 receivers to the near side. Mustangs jumping on the line, trying to draw an offsides on, or trying to get the offensive line to jump, but it didn't work. A little bit of pressure. Pass to the right side. He's going to get some of it back.
Yeah, we're getting guys out there. We're just not breaking down and tackling. That time kid caught it, just made one move and picked up probably an extra 4 or 5 yards there.
Bring up about 3rd down and 5, maybe 5.5.
Watch the ball.
2 receivers to the far side and 2 receivers to the near side. Hornets operate out of the I formation. Going to drop back. Quarterback's just going to keep it and run. He's going to throw it over the middle. And good defensive play. Good, David. Good job by Brennan Davis to knock that ball away.
Nice recovery there by Brennan. Knock it down. Rocky Duncan's getting some pressure. Made him kind of throw that a little quicker than he wanted to. Brennan made a good play down.
Caused him to scramble just a little bit.
Brings up 4th and 4, so we'll see what they're going to do here.
I would guess
Watch
you're in
the ball.
Go for it territory. Ball spotted down. Mustang 38-yard line.
33, he kind of been back punting in the first half a little bit. So
he's going to run it.
Yep.
Got outnumbered on this side.
He's going to go around the left side, and he's going to get enough for a 1st down and then some. That line just sealed off the left side. They were able to create some space, so it's a 1st down and 10 for the Hornets.
Tell you what, they're big up front, and it's definitely taking a toll on us.
8 minutes and 24 seconds and counting. Ball spotted down at the Mustang 25-yard line. The receiver will come in motion to the near side with 2 receivers to the far. I formation with the quarterback in the shotgun snap. He'll drop back to pass over the middle. And he'll catch it and walk into the end zone. That's a
flag down
on the play.
I think we finally got a hold.
2nd catch for TJ Maxwell in the end zone, but we'll come back and talk about it.
Rockies beat that guy the last 3 times, and it's been real close on a hold, and we got him that time, so got a break there.
Mustang fans are saying thank you. It's about time. So that'll put the Hornets behind the line.
It's about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to back them up quite a bit.
That's a spot foul, correct?
Yes, sir.
So the ball spotted back at the 40-yard line. Mustangs with 4 down linemen. Quarterback will roll to the right. He'll look deep, a little bit of pressure coming. Pass complete to TJ Maxwell over the middle. Near the Mustang coaches, giving their expression.
Tell you what, they've got some big, tall, athletic receivers.
Yes, they do.
I was talking to one of the coaches at halftime too. They said that 4 last week played quite a bit and had several interceptions, and they went most of the night with number 2, and he definitely has passed the ball well tonight.
2nd down and 7. Handoff up the left side. Maybe a yard.
Aiden Trimble in there making a nice tackle.
He's playing tough. His ankle is really swollen.
They tape it up at halftime, Coach?
Yes.
Tough kid right there, no doubt.
He has serious limp, but he's playing through it. Sorry about that.
Well, it's 3rd down, about 7. The scoreboard will say 6. They'll throw it out to the right side, and he'll break a tackle. And he'll dive into the end zone for a touchdown.
We were there, just didn't make the tackle. Would have been short. Just got to make those tackles.
Pass was complete to number 13, Hunter Parsons. 21 pitch and catch for the touchdown. So that'll give the Hornets a 6-point advantage with 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to play. And they're on to kick the PAT. Ball's down, kick on the way, and it's blocked.
Wade Bright got in there.
That could come in to help a little bit later on in the game. So with that, they'll only maintain a 6-point lead. You're listening to Mustang Football.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner like TTCU Federal Credit Union. You could get $150 when you open a checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. With approved credit, annual percentage yield for dividend-bearing accounts is 0.20% as of 7/1/19. Offer ends 10/31/19. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Well, the Mustangs got the ball to start the second half. We went 3 and out, punted the ball to Hilldale, and they drove right down the field and put 6 points on the board. The Mustangs did block the PAT, so the Hornets will maintain a 6-point lead at 6 minutes and 51 seconds to play in the third. Gentlemen, we are in a dogfight.
I tell you what, that individual play extra point is huge.
Yep, that could come in. It certainly came into play a couple of games ago against Collinsville.
But we needed the mow. They were real flat down here.
Kickoff to Cooper Christian. He'll take it about the 6-yard line. He'll head to the middle of the field, look for a crease, and he'll almost trip up himself. And they'll spot him down about the 18-yard line. So the Mustangs will take over. First down and 10. You're listening to Mustang Football, brought to you by Advanced Homes. Building your dreams. AdvancedHPI.com. Thinking about building a home? Contact Brian Vance. Let him build it for you. Great sponsors of Mustang Athletics. So the Mustang offense back on the field and back in action. Tied in motion to the near side. Handoff up that right side. He's going to keep moving. Good little game. Zach Wright on the carry. When Zach can break free, he's been able to pick up considerable yardage tonight. Chase Gibson will check into the lineup on the Mustang side.
Yeah, Zach gets a little space. He's got a good burst. We just got to keep getting him some space here. You know, be nice.
I see holes there. He's not really hitting it, though.
Is he hesitating a little bit tonight?
He's dancing a lot.
Yeah.
There's holes there. If he'd explode and get through it,
stay
he
north
could
and
break
south.
It.
Yep, I hear you.
Mustangs with a big line. Receiver to the far and near side. Salt's going to keep it himself. Go up the middle. He'll break one tackle. But they'll bring him down. Gain of a couple on the play.
It's only his third carry there for Salt, but he was 2 for 20 the first half, so got another 4 or 5 yard gain there. So short here for a third, about a little over 2 yards.
5 minutes and 40 seconds counting. The Hornets have a 6-point lead in the third quarter. The ball is spotted on the Mustang 27-yard line. Third down and 2. Mustangs again with a big line. Just one receiver to the far and one to the near. Zach Wright in the backfield. He'll hand it off up the left side. He'll stay alive. He'll break a tackle or two. Looks like it'll be enough for a Mustang first down and 10.
Our defense needed that.
They sure did. Mustang defense needed a break.
Nice bounce outside there by Zach. Got enough yardage to get the first down.
Ball spotted at the Mustang 32-yard line. Right in motion. He'll step up next to Salt. Handoff up the left side. Gain of a couple on the play.
It'd be nice to see us keep driving this, like you said, Brent.
Just control the tempo, set the pace, give your defense an opportunity to get some water and rest on the side. More than anything, not another 3 and out. So we've moved the chains once. Salt's going to drop it out to the right side. Wade Bright on the catch and carry.
Nice little swing out there.
It's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 5, maybe 3rd down and 6 situation for the Mustangs.
I'd like to see a counter to that because everybody is flying out there on that one. Fake that and have something set up on the other side.
Big 3rd down and 5 play for the Mustangs. You want to keep the drive alive. You want to keep the ball, and you want to keep control of the ball game. You've got 2
Hard
receivers
count.
to the far, 1 to the near side. You'll bring Wade Bright up in motion. Salt drop back. Pass to Chase Gibson. He's going to get across for the 1st down.
Close.
Big 1st down for the Mustangs. They'll move the
First
chains.
down.
Big play right there. Nice catch by Chase. Broke the tackle. Extra yard or 2. Keep those chains moving.
Ball spotted down at the 43-yard line of the Mustangs. 4 minutes and 2 seconds counting on the clock. We are in the middle. We're getting close to the end of the 3rd quarter. The Hornets have a 20-14 lead. Mustangs are driving. 2 receivers to the far side. Cooper Christian, Brennan Davis. Chase Gibson
Single.
to the near.
I was going to say single coverage over here on Chase.
Good hard count from Salt will cause the Hornets to jump off side, so that'll move the ball 5 yards. Brings up a 1st down and 5. We'll take 3 yards however we can get them.
This number 3 down here, the DB, was kind of motioning number 6 like I need help over here, so kind of keep an eye on that.
He's a 5'11" cornerback, and Chase has got several inches on him. Chase, a big, strong kid, multi-sport athlete.
There it is.
Salt will drop back. He saw that. Oh, and he just overthrows Chase a little bit, but boy, if that could have connected, that would have been 6 points on the board.
It was there.
It was there, and it's been there several times.
Huge gust of wind came right before the snap. It's blowing pretty good down here. Look at the flag.
Yeah, the flag's definitely blowing more than it was in the first half.
Been kind of a rainy day across the southern part of Oklahoma. We thought we might see some rain showers tonight. So far, we've been able to avert that. It's 2nd down and 5. Cooper Christian, Connor Davis to the far side. The Mustang line's going to jump.
Dadgummit.
My thoughts exactly, Coach Winters. Dadgummit.
We didn't snap it.
The line moved, but Gabe Grazer held on to the ball. So that'll back it up to 2nd down and 10.
Brady, I'm feeling Brennan Davis.
What was that, Coach?
Brennan Davis time?
Brennan Davis time.
Yeah.
He was who you got. That's who I picked to expect to have a big game tonight. He's been pretty quiet. Our passing game hadn't been able to open up. It'd be good to get it to him. Chase Gibson on the near side as well. We'll hand off up the middle. Zach Wright with a gain of 3 or 4. Carries the ball out to about the 45-yard line.
We're just not holding our blocks long enough for Zach to really get past much of the line of scrimmage, get any open space.
Want to say a special thanks to our administration, Max Tanner, Tony Sappington, Kevin Hogue, for their support of the Mustang Broadcasting Network. Exciting what's going on in Oologah High School. We've got several teams that are playing very competitively now, like softball. They'll be playing tomorrow in a tournament. Mustang football 2-0 on the season. And a dogfight tonight on the road at Hilldale. Salt to drop back. He's looking for a man across the middle. Little bit over the head of Brennan Davis, but he was looking for him. So that'll bring 4th down and 8. And the punt team will come on the field.
That wind's just giving a little, about 2 or 3 yards more than what Salt wants, I think.
Just hasn't been able to compensate for the wind getting under the ball, and he's overthrown a couple of passes that could have been 6. Fourth down and 8. The ball on the 45-yard line. Here's the punt. It'll bounce over his head and into the end zone.
Real close to being a great punt into the end zone, though.
So with 2 minutes and 28 seconds, The Hornets will take over at their own 20-yard line. Mustangs are down by 6. It's 20-14.
Need a big defensive stand right here, guys.
You gave your defense a couple of minutes to sit on that bench to regroup a little bit, talk about some adjustments that maybe need to be made. Some of those kids, however, stayed on the field the whole time. You got a couple of athletes like Brennan Davis and Cooper Christian that are both-way athletes. Chase Gibson will play both ways as well. Hornets have stayed in that set a lot tonight with 2 receivers to the far and 2 to the near. Johnny Duraset's their quarterback. He's under a little bit of pressure. He'll try to scramble. He'll pass it across the right side to number 11. That's TJ Maxwell. Looks like maybe 9 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 1.
Boy, had a chance to get him there, but he just kept kind of squeaking by us.
Mustangs a 4-down lineman on the defense. Shotgun snap, handoff up the middle. Fumble on the play, but he's going to pick it up, gain a first, gain several other yards out of that. Boy, that would have been nice if you could have created another turnover. The Mustangs are +2 on the turnover margin, meaning we have turned over, well, we created a fumble and then an interception. Mustangs have done a good job the last couple of games of protecting the ball. So a fumble that'll bounce in the favor of the Hornets gives them 1st down and 10. Ball spotted down at their own 39-yard line. Quarterback's going to drop back. He'll dance around a little bit. He's in trouble, but Chase Gibson will catch him. Maybe a gain on the play just out of the scramble.
Great effort there by Chase. Shed the block, chased him down. Got to have more effort like that from the defense.
Bring up 2nd down and 9. Minute left to play in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs trail by 6. On the road at Hilldale. Shotgun snap. He'll roll to his right, roll to his left. He's in trouble in the backfield. He's in big trouble. Rocky Duncan's going to miss a tackle. He's going to throw it deep down the right side.
Oh, my goodness.
How do you deal with that? Brayson Lawson there was on the deflected pass. And he'll take it into the end zone for 6.
Connor gave a great effort to knock that pass away.
Just knocked it in the hands.
Franco Harris.
Yeah, just unlucky there. Again, we almost had the quarterback back for 6-7 yard loss and just couldn't make the play.
So the ball spotted down for the PAT. The last PAT was blocked. Makes you wonder if they won't go for 2 to even up the 7s. With 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, the Hornets lead 26-14. With a unique formation, players running on the field, hollering, get off, get off, get on, get on. They'll line up in the PAT formation. Play clock down to 6. Ball down, kick on the way.
Shank.
And it's no good. So special teams been a factor for the Hornets in several games tonight. They've missed 2 PATs. But they will still hold a 12-point lead. The Hornets lead 26-14. So the Mustang offense needs to come out, and they need to set the pace, and they need an answer.
New territory for us.
New territory for us. We've been behind, but we haven't been this far behind. You need your senior leadership, the guys that have been there, the guys that last season were able to beat district rival Wagner. You need them to just kind of pick their chins up, pat the younger guys on the head and say, let's get this done. This is Mustang magic. We don't ever stop believing. So the Hornets are set, just about set to kick it away. Tees down at the 40.
Well, guys, just, gut check time. See what we got.
Connor Davis, Cooper Christian back to receive for the Mustangs. Berry Hill and Cushing in a close game, 33-29 in the 4th quarter. Cushing leading that one. Wagner putting a beat down on Fort Gibson, 49-7 in the fourth.
Connor Davis
with the catch. He'll come to the right side. He's got some speed, had a blocker or two. Get out to about the 34-yard line.
Nice starting field position here.
Verdigris on top of Stillwell, 50-23 in the fourth. Pryor beating Grove, 38-7. Bristow on top of Manford, 38-0 in the fourth quarter. Bethany, the number 1 ranked team in the state, on top of Kingfisher, 27-6. Salt in the shotgun snap with the receiver to the far near side. Zach Wright's going to break through. He's gone across the middle. If he can beat him, he'll get there to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, 5, stampede, touchdown.
Wow.
What an answer for that Mustang offense.
Woo! He didn't dance that time, boys. That was beautiful.
Big time answer right there. Big time.
Good run for Zach Wright. Boy, that Mustang offensive line needed that too. Mustangs are out for the PAT. Foul to kick. Ball down, kick on the way, and it's good.
I believe that was, 67 yards? No? Yeah, 67 yards, I believe.
So with that, the Mustangs only hold a 5-point deficit because they have missed 2 PATs. The problem is your defense has to go back out on the field. Granted, they're a little bit energized because of the turn of events. But they've been on the field a lot tonight, and you need your defense to stand up, set some tone, slow down that Hilldale offense. Good offensive play from that offensive line. Skylar Wisenhunt, Bonner Pennington. Creating a little bit of space. Gabe Grazer handled his guy pretty good just to create an open hole. Give Zach Wright an opportunity to get through there. Had a man to beat, and he beat him. And that'll put 7 on the board for the Mustangs. Mustangs have traveled well tonight. There's a lot of that royal blue and Vegas gold in the stands. The Mustang faithful. We're in the suburbs of Muskogee, a school called Hilldale. It's a relatively new high school. They didn't start high school grades until the late 90s. Now they're a Class 4A school, and they're good at their sports that they compete in. Their softball team's 20-1 when I checked yesterday. Their football team, they've got playoff in mind too. So the Mustangs will wrap him up about the 23-yard line. There's a fumble out the play. But the sideline official is going to say the play was dead. That was Hunter Parson on the return. Mustangs are +2 in the turnover margin. Had another one bounce in the favor of Hilldale. Mustangs do a pretty good job of protecting the ball. Let's knock on wood. Hope I don't jinx us.
Tell you what, Hilda's put the ball on the ground several times. So.
First down and 10. Hilldale at their own 24-yard line. Mustangs with 4 down linemen. Handoff going to go up the middle. Gain about 3 on the play.
Bryce Jackson, Chase Bowen. Nice job there on the tackle.
And with that, that's the end of the third period. The Mustangs trail by 5. The Hornets have missed 2 PATs. We're going to cross our fingers and hope that comes to play. We'll be back in just a minute. You're listening to Mustang Football.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner like TTCU Federal Credit Union. You could get $150 when you open a checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. Checking account, why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. With approved credit, annual percentage yield for dividend-bearing accounts is 0.20% as of 7/1/19. Offer ends 10/31/19. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
We are getting just started in the fourth quarter. The Mustangs trail by 5. We've just scored a quick touchdown and kicked off to Hilldale.
Nice adjustment there on the outside. Same little pass.
Incomplete to the far side. I believe TJ Maxwell was the intended receiver.
Connor Davis made a nice play getting out there. Actually, kind of bobbled it, and Connor was there quick for the hit and incomplete pass.
Big third down play. 3rd down and 6 balls marked down on the Hilldale 28-yard line.
10. We got 10 on the field.
So Mustangs are going to have to call a timeout. Coach Gray wants to talk about it. Waiting on Chase Bauman to get into the huddle. 11:30 to play in the fourth quarter. We thought tonight might be a dogfight. Mustangs have been able to go a class ahead of themselves. Played Collinsville at home in a great close game. Went on the road last weekend to Skytook. Had 3 lead changes in the fourth quarter. The Mustangs were able to, towards the end, defense was able to stand up strong, get a couple of stops, and steal the win from Class 5A. Now we're playing in our own class, but Hilldale is in a different district. But there's a lot of eyes in the Tulsa area watching this ball game tonight, just to see how these two teams will play. They both traditionally have good football programs and both look to make some noise in the playoff picture for 4A. So the Mustang defense going to put a little pressure. They'll sack him down. That'll bring up 4th down. Good defensive pressure.
Hey, Coach Winters. Yeah, you can't hear me. I think they've made an adjustment out there in the secondary, though. Connor's been kind of hugging the sideline a little bit more and made a little bit adjustment there. So there was nothing open, and we were able to get enough pressure on him and get a sack.
I think our pass rush is getting to him. He's wanting to tuck and run more than he is looking down the field.
There's the punt. It'll bounce out of bounds somewhere between the 30 and 20-yard line. Connor Davis was back to receive it, but didn't have a chance. It was kicked to the far side of the field. So the Mustangs will take over, 1st down and 10.
Tell you what, we got some good momentum here. Let's keep it up. Man, I'd go back to whatever we ran that last time with Zach, because, man, there was a big hole right there. You know, and into the wind, I know you don't usually want to throw into the wind, but you know, sometimes it's better to throw into the wind. It makes that pass drop down a little bit more, and those receivers have a little bit better chance instead of that wind behind you.
The flags on the left end zone stand out pretty straight. On the right side, not as much. Salt in the shotgun snap. He's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to bounce around the left side. He's going to gain 5 or 6 on the play.
Oh, man. Piling on. My goodness.
Good carry for Salt. Brady Despain's telling me he's cold.
Well, it looks like he's kind of favoring that left arm a little bit.
10 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Salt under shotgun snap. Riedel in motion. Receiver to the far side and near side. Going to hand off up the left side.
Man, we just hold that block. Man, another half a second there.
He can break through there. Gain a couple on the play. Bring up about 3rd down on a long 4, maybe 5.
Hard count.
Rogers and Riedel both here on this left side.
Salt's going to roll out, but he's in trouble. He'll find his man across the right side, but oh! That number 6, he's been trouble all night, both offensively and defensively. Bryson Lawson will break it up. So the Mustangs will have to send the punt team on.
Just haven't had a whole lot of time on that rollout. You know, we're rolling right into the pressure there. Just hadn't had a whole lot of time.
Not sure Blake
He's got to get his eyes up. He's got open receivers down the field. I think he locks in on one.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like Cooper was maybe no one around him there.
Yeah.
Mustangs want to make sure they have the right personnel. 14 seconds on the play clock. There's the punt. Pretty good punt. It'll bounce at the 45-yard line, so the Hornets will take over on their own 45. 9 minutes and 14 seconds left to play in the game. The Mustangs trail by 5. You don't want to miss a moment of Mustang action. You can visit the school website at oologahmustangs.com. Find a full list of schedules and information on school activities, games, events, and more. Follow us on Facebook at Oologah-Talala High School for the latest in OHS news, announcements, student accomplishments, and more.
See if the defense can come up with another big stop here.
Mustangs will go down with 4 down linemen. Hand off up the middle. He's got a hole. He's got a big hole into the secondary. Brennan Davis on the tackle. Trying to strip that ball as he took him down, but he'll hold on to it. You need to get a stop. You don't want to let them add to their lead. 9 minutes and counting on the clock. The Hornets 26, the Mustangs 21. With 8 minutes and 54 seconds left to play in the ball game. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 receivers to the far side. They're going to hand it off up the left side, and he's going to pick up several, find some room in the open field. He'll dance around with the umpire. And finally, Mason Powell will bring him down. Saves the touchdown. They'll spot the ball about the 12-yard line. Some of your boys that play both ways, you're starting to feel it.
Yeah, that time they've kind of used our aggressiveness, let them kind of get inside, and then they bounce it outside and just crash, block us inside there, and he's been able to bounce out, and they've got key blocks down the field as well. So, got to stiffen up the defense right here, hold them.
Shotgun snap, handoff up the middle. Gain of a yard. Michael Lucer on the carry. You hear the Stallion Battalion in the background cheering on the Mustangs, making a little noise. The student section getting fired
33.
up. 2nd down and 7, goal. Flag down on the play.
They're holding Rocky every time.
I know. He tells them every time too. He's getting about every sixth opportunity.
They double teamed him a while ago and tackled him.
So they'll call a holding. They'll back it up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Put the ball back just on the outside of the 20-yard line. They can get a first down about the 2-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 20. Quarterback drops back. Duncan in pursuit. And they're going to bring him down. Another good loss. Loss of about 6 on the play.
Well, Coach Peters is fired up down there too, and you don't see him get that fired up.
With the special teams issues they've had tonight, you've just backed them out of field goal range. It's 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 23 is what the scoreboard says.
I definitely put some more pressure on him right here. Don't let him sit back here.
Don't let anything get behind you either.
Deep post with 11.
3rd down and 23. Quarterback going to drop back. They're going to shoot for the end zone. And it's going to be picked off, and he's going to come out. He's got some blockers.
Dang it.
And they'll tackle him down about the 16-yard line. Boy, you talk about escaping a tense situation.
Man.
So that puts the Mustangs in the +3 category on turnovers for the night. We'll take it. 6 minutes and 54 seconds and counting till the end of the ball game. The Mustangs trail by 5. Gentlemen, you've been handed an opportunity. What are you going to do with it?
Man, I'll tell you what, 6:54 left, 2 timeouts. The opportunity's there. Like Coach said earlier, Blake can get his eyes up. I think we got an opportunity to get the ball downfield a little bit.
How many games is that defense going to come up big for you? They did it last week against Skytook. They just handed you the ball, kept your opponent off the scoreboard. 1st down and 10. The ball's on the 17-yard line. They just have 1 receiver to the far, 1 to the near. Salt's going to hand it off Up the right side, a couple of flags down. Don't like where they're
No
thrown.
way.
That's in the holding area.
Oh, man.
Holding on the Mustangs, so that'll back them up. It's a spot foul.
Tell you what, Brennan Davis has a ton of space over here.
Got a lot of grass.
And it's number 3. He's been a little shaky all night, so we'll see what happens.
They're bringing everybody. Both linebackers shot right there.
They spot the ball down at the Mustang 8-yard line. Still first down, but it's first down and 20.
You have to hustle here.
15 seconds on the play clock. Salt and the shotgun snap. He's yet to go under center all season long. Receiver to the far, receiver to the near. Cade Riedel in motion. You do have Brennan Davis roll out and a fumble into the end zone, and I think Hilldale's going to recover.
Just didn't get rid of it. He's just got to throw it. He waited too long.
Saul was looking for Brennan Davis on that left side, and he just got hit.
That's one you just, again, there's no safety help. You just got to catch and go throw it up, let Brennan go make a play on it.
With 6 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock, the Hornets lead the Mustangs 32-21. Good chance they'll go for 2. They just haven't been very productive on their PATs tonight.
Running quarterback.
They're going to set up for the PAT.
I don't know if those guys were
4
over there.
seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, 1. They barely got it off. Connor Davis will get through and knock the PAT away. So they've missed 3 of their last PATs. 6:39 left on the clock. The Mustangs just happened to fumble into the end zone and give up a quick 6. And just like that, you're down. 32-21. We'll be back.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? Amid the chaos? Or is the best time perhaps today? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Mustang Athletics would like to thank some of our great sponsors for their support of Mustang football. American Bus, providing transportation needs from 9 to 90. Performance Physical Therapy, helping you maximize your physical performance. All Smiles Dental, quality and affordable dental care. Tulsa Teachers Credit Union, serving Tulsa teachers since 1934. And Edwin Evers Pecans, Oklahoma-grown pecans, you can taste the difference. Thank you for your support of Oologah Mustang Athletics.
6 minutes and 39 seconds left to play in the ball game. The Mustangs, for most of the night, have been in the positive side of the turnover category. We were +3 until a fumble in the end zone allowed the Hornets to fall on it and get a quick 6 points. So the Hornets will kick off to the Mustangs. The ball will go into the end zone. It was kicked with the wind, so it had some extra oomph on it. And they'll start first down and 10 from the 20.
Need a quick score here, no doubt. Yeah, there's depending on what they do here, but there's been space over here with Brennan, so we just need to get rid of the ball a little bit quicker, line hold up just a little bit longer, and again that deep ball's still there, or even a
the
space
play
in the
action isn't fooling anyone, and it's taking time away from him. So
yeah, just
if he's going to pass, drop back, just like that.
To the far side to Chase Gibson.
Nice job.
Took about 3 to bring him down. Looks like it's a first down and 10. Listening to Mustang Football, brought to you by Advanced Homes. Building your dreams. Visit their website, advancedhbi.com. Thinking about building? Give Brian Vance a call. You can find him on Facebook as well at Advanced Homes. Thanks for your support of Mustang Football. Brennan Davis trying to get Salt's attention. Hey, nobody's on me. Salt looking to the right side. He'll overthrow Chase just a little bit. Brennan Davis pretty much in a wide open situation to the near side of the field. Salt just never saw him.
Chase is wore out.
Yeah, he is. You don't see the defensive end / wide receiver
That's a
option a lot of
unique
times.
combination.
He's really working hard out there.
6 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock in the ball game. Mustangs trail.
Connor Davis is going to come in, play a little wide receiver now.
Hurry.
14, 13, 12, 11. The play clock ticks. Mustangs are in trouble here. They'll probably have to burn a timeout. Coach Weeks was watching the play clock, and he called the timeout. So we got a timeout on the field. We'll be back. You're listening to Mustang Football.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Mustang Athletics would like to thank some of our incredible sponsors for their support of Oologah Mustang football. Burns Propane, providing propane to the greater Oologah area for over 20 years. Summit Physical Therapy, with 7 Tulsa area locations to serve you. AEP PSO, powering a new and brighter future for our customers and communities. The Barron Law Firm, by your side when you need it most. And Bradford Minerals, beneath your land lies a legacy for your family.
6 minutes, 17 seconds left in the half. Blake Salt's going to hand it off. They're going to drop back. Look for a receiver, Chase Gibson, on the right side. Good trick play. The play was broken up on the far side. Number 6, Bryson Lawson. He's been a good receiver for him tonight. Made a great defensive play there. You're listening to Mustang Football, brought to you by Advanced Homes. Building your dreams. AdvancedHBI.com. Put you at a 3rd down and 10. And gentlemen, if you got a chance, it's right here.
Big play. I mean, it's,
2 downs.
2 down probably, but again, big play. So
Salt in the shotgun snap. Drop back. They're going to bring pressure. He's going to look across the right side again to Chase Gibson.
Nice little back shoulder throw there. And we're going to punt it away, looks like. Probably we needed probably at least 5-6 yards there, but
so with 6:03 left on the clock, Mustangs will step into punt formation. Whew, punt was almost blocked. Not a real good punt, went out of bounds. They'll sideline judge will go right to midfield at the 50-yard line. I want to thank our Mustang Athletic sponsors for supporting the Mustang Network, TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance. Thanks to Advance Homes for their support of Mustang Football and the Mustang Network. If you'd like to be a sponsor of Mustang Athletics, certainly call the athletic office. Speak with our athletic director, Brady Despain.
Need a big stop here, guys. Turnover.
Mustangs, a 4-down lineman. They'll hand it off up the middle.
Well, Rocky Duncan in there
again. On the right side, Rocky Duncan will make the tackle. Gain of 3 on the play.
Coach, you said 15 tackles. He's probably getting pretty close to that.
Yes, sir.
Well, of the 3 of us, Coach Winters had the pick.
Yeah, you did.
Rocky has had an incredible night tonight.
I'm sure he'd like to create another turnover right here. As with all the Mustangs.
5:27 and counting on the clock. Hilldale will be happy just to burn it with a couple of first downs. And the flag on the play. Dead ball, false start, and on the offense, it'll back him up 5 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 12. Puts him behind the chains, couple of yards. Does the clock continue to run on a dead ball foul?
I don't. When he starts, on this new one it does. Yeah, since there's a 40. Yeah, I think it's a 25 second on that one though after the dead ball.
had a lot of
penalty or
technical
something like
issues
that.
last week in Skytook. It was their first home game and had a lot of bugs to work out. Man in motion to the far side for a quick screen pass. Good block on the seam. He's going to break free, go down the sideline. One guy can stop him, and he does. Got the 18-yard line. You had him behind the chains, but it's going to be a gain. 23, 24 yards, enough for a Hornet first down and 10.
Boy, 33 had a unbelievable block there.
Had a hold of him and just put him to the sideline. Ball spotted down at the 18. It's first down and 10 for the Hornets. Last time they were in this position, a couple of penalties backed him up. We sacked him behind the line too, got him out of field goal position, and created a turnover. Handoff up the middle, but they'll stop him at the line. Maybe a gain of 1. Clock continues to tick. Mustangs only have 1 timeout left. You're down by 11. And with that 40-second game clock, you can burn some time. 4 minutes and 10 and counting.
That's a big difference now.
You can hear the Stallion Battalion in the background doing their part.
They're trying.
Second down and 10. Handoff up the right side.
Nice play.
The kids are still battling. Aiden Trimble in there,
Yes.
Connor Lynham. I mean, these guys up front, defense, I mean, they've been out there a lot during this game, and they're still battling, hanging tough.
Connor wrapped him up, brought him down. No gain on the play, third down and 10. 3 minutes and 30 seconds counting on the clock. You know Hilldale's going to burn everything off they can. Mustangs with 4 down linemen. Quarterback's going to drop back there, bringing pressure. They're going to catch him behind the line. I believe Rocky Duncan got a hand in there.
Bryce Jackson in there too, looks like.
Nice, Bryce. Nice play.
Bring up fourth down and 14. They have missed 3 PATs right there on the 2.5-yard line, so I doubt that Hilldale would kick a field goal.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to kick a field goal.
They're going to go
probably going to just burn this clock.
Fourth down and 14, burn as much off the clock as they can. And the Mustangs the ball back with about 2 minutes, maybe 30 seconds to play, a little more.
11.
And they're going to take a timeout. So with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left to play, it's fourth down and 14. They're going to take a timeout on the field. Guys, time for us to think about if you are handing out game balls tonight, who would you give it to? Who's left their heart out on the field tonight? Coach Winters, we'll start with you. I bet I could guess.
44 on his back, number 1 in my heart.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And he's battled. I mean, those, like I said, you know, those guys out there, they're battling. But yeah, Rocky has been, and he's had to battle through double teams, getting held and everything, and played a heck of a game. He's left his heart
Connor,
out there.
I mean, you can't.
Connor too.
2 picks. I mean,
yep.
Most kids dream of that, of 1, not 2.
I tell you what, and these guys, this Hilldale team is big up front. So that's, well, when you're giving up 30, 40 pounds, it makes it even more difficult and it just wears on you.
When I watched their film, their defense left me scratching my head because their big 3 guys on their defensive line were creating a lot of havoc. Our defense tonight definitely has had their moments of shine. It's just hard when you're 3 and out, and they got to go back out on the field. A lot of these guys go both ways. So Rocky Duncan's going to be our player of the week, or our player of the game, rather.
Well, that 72 on the line, offensive line, is listed at 6'3", 316. So, I mean, that's a big kid.
They're going to attempt a field goal. It's about a 33-yard field goal. Actually, 43-yard. Ball's down, kick on the way. Actually hit the scoreboard, so it's no good.
Goalpost.
It hit the cross.
Oh, it hit the goalpost.
Yeah, it hit
okay.
the goalpost. Hit the left goalpost.
Apologies.
It had plenty of length.
From my angle, it looked like it bounced off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I can see that. It's lined up almost
it
perfectly,
is lined
with,
up
the
perfectly
scoreboard.
with the scoreboard, so good thing I got you two to keep me honest. So the Mustangs will get an opportunity. You got 2 minutes and 21 seconds, and you need an 11-point touchdown. And I don't think they make those.
Tell you what, if we get a quick score, stranger things have happened.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
2-point conversion would give you 8, and a field goal would tie it. Trips to the near side. Salt's going to drop back to pass. Going to look across the middle to Chase Gibson. He was wide open, but the ball was thrown behind him. Chase would have had 6.
DB fell down.
And Salt saw it. Just couldn't get the ball to him. Second down and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Salt had enough time to make the throw. Line held pretty good. Two receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Not a tight end in this package. In the I formation. And he'll come up next to Salt. Going to drop back, quick screen across the middle. It's Connor Davis. About a 9-yard gain on the play. Nope, it's going to be a first down. They'll give him 10.
Let's go. We got to hurry up here. Need to be in a hurry.
Clock will stop because it's a first down, but they will start it quickly.
Be ready to snap it.
Trips to the near side. One receiver to the far side. Salt's going to drop back. He's a little bit of pressure, but he's looking over the middle. He's got Cooper Christian. Oh, and they fought for it. Ball will be incomplete.
Man. Cooper made a nice adjustment.
Minute 53 left to play. Mustangs trail by 11. Second down and 10. Ball on their own 30-yard line. Trips to the near side. Salt will roll that way.
Oh my
goodness.
Incredible.
Oh my.
Across the middle.
Boy, that was top
that
10
was
right
catch
there.
of the year
Sports
right
Center.
there.
Connor Davis with a one-hand grab. That'll move the chains. First down and 10.
Definitely Sports Center top 10 right there.
No.
Mustangs are in a 2-minute offense and hurry up. Salt drops back. Going to have a pass interference on the left side here, the sideline.
Didn't let him come back to the ball, the DB. So
yes, Trace Ford in coverage. So that'll move the chains and the line. 1:23 left to play in the ball game. Mustangs trail by 11. If you're just joining us, it has been a dogfight tonight in Hilldale. We're in the suburbs of Muskogee. Same class. Both teams are 4A, but they are not in the same district.
Correct. You got it.
I'm used to college where we
know,
talk about
conference.
conferences.
Yep.
And I've got athletic director Brady Spain in the booth with me or Chainsaw to Spain, his new nickname if you missed the halftime show. It's a beautiful night for high school football. So they're going to spot the ball down again. I don't know what happened. I was too busy making fun of Brady and his chainsaws.
Pass interference.
No, they spotted the ball, but now they've moved it again. Was there another?
I don't know.
Trips, and we're gonna trips to the far side. Schultz gonna drop back, looking for Chase Gibson across the middle.
No way. What is the call
bring him
over
down
here?
about the 8-yard line, but there's a flag thrown right at the line of scrimmage. Typically, that's a holding call.
My goodness.
Well, more tired you get, more grabbing you do. You make mental mistakes, physical mistakes. So what would be setting them down close to their own end zone will actually back it up. It's a spot foul. So it brings up first down and 20. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is holding a spot foul or is it just an automatic 10 foul?
No, it's spot foul.
Spot.
Okay. First down and 24 to go. Salt across the middle. Brennan Davis on the catch. get most of the penalty yards back, bring up about 2nd down and 10. Good 14-yard gain from Brennan. Trips to the far side. Brennan Davis to the near side. Salt in the shotgun snap. Looks to throw over the right side. Throws it short to Chase Gibson. He's thrown several Chase's way tonight, but they just haven't been able to connect but a couple of times. 49 seconds left on the clock. Mustangs still got a little fight in them, but they're an 11-point deficit. Listening to Mustang Football, brought to you by Advanced Homes. Building your dreams. Visit their website, advancedhbi.com. Trips to the far side. Brennan Davis to the near side. Quick pass to Brennan, but it's going to be picked. Nope, going to say he dropped it. Incomplete. Defender tapped it.
33, I think, got his hands on it there.
Trace Ford thought he had it, came down with it, but he dropped it. So it's 4th down and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball on the 40-yard line. Need a first down to give yourself a chance. Chase Gibson will go to the far side.
Is it 3rd down or 4th down?
4th down. The sideline marker says 4th. The scoreboard says 3rd, but the officials want to talk about it. Getting into that Colorado Buffalo situation where they got the 5th down play. So it's 4th down.
So got to get this if you want to have a chance right here.
4th down and 10. Salt's going to drop back. He's going to look.
Got Brennan.
He's got Brennan Davis wide open.
Yeah!
He'll get it into the end zone. A Stampede touchdown. Boy, if you could have done that about 2 minutes ago, give yourself a little bit of time. Fortunately, there's 37 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, we got to go for 2 here.
The field goal unit is on the field, but your math, in order to tie it,
For a
you
field
would need
goal.
a field goal.
Nice job.
So the Mustangs are going to call timeout. They're going to talk about it. And while there's a timeout on the field, we'll take one as well. You're listening to Mustang Football.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
We are on the road tonight at Hilldale High School. It has been a dogfight.
Been a battle. Been a battle.
The Hornets lead 32-27. The Mustangs have just scored a touchdown over the middle. Need a 2-point conversion here to give yourself a chance to maybe recover an onside kick, score a field goal to tie it.
Or another pass like that to win it.
Another pass like that to win it.
There you go, winners.
Mustang magic.
And a little Mustang magic.
So Salt will drop back. He's looking for a receiver. Might scramble himself. Having a hard time getting open. He'll go to the left side. He's going to get in for a 2-point conversion.
I like it.
Good job by that offensive line. Good job by that offensive line to give him just enough room on that edge. Was looking for that tight end to come across the middle, and he was just covered up. Double, if not triple covered. So Salt had to tuck and run and get it into the end zone. So it's a 29-32 ball game. If the Mustangs can get an onside kick, you got an opportunity to get some yards, put a field goal on the board, tie it up, live to go to overtime. You guys know the origin of Mustang Magic, where that came about?
I do not.
Winners, you know where that came about?
I'm new.
Self-admitted rookie to the field. I'm going to have to confirm it before I tell the story, but I think it was about 1991. We were in the playoffs. And guy, his dad was defensive coordinator. Believe it was a guy by the name of Chase Kime, a little linebacker, that caught an interception. We were able to go score and go on to the state championship game, and I think Mustang Magic was born. But I'll have to talk to some guys like Tad Jones Maybe Brian Hope, some of those guys back in the day, great Mustangs, went on to play at the next level. Brian Hope was starting center for the Oklahoma State Cowboys under Bob Simmons. I remember Mike Gundy sitting in the hallway. He was just a grad assistant. So the Mustangs are going to try an onside kick. They would need it to recover because they can't stop the clock, and there's only 37 seconds left. There's the kick. He's going to kick it right to a Hornet, the 50-yard line. He'll take it down. The Hornets will get the ball. And that's basically the ball game.
Didn't get the hop we needed on that onside kick.
Didn't get the hop we needed. Well, gentlemen, hadn't been the game we thought it would be or would hoped it would be, but it's still been a beautiful night for high school football, and that's why you play the game. Great opportunity for these student athletes to compete, get out. You grew up a little bit tonight as a team. You learned a lot as a team, and then you just go home, regroup, recover, prepare. Cleveland's coming to town, and it's homecoming. Hope you'll join us next week at Mustang Stadium, all the festivities. What all's going on next weekend at homecoming? I know we'll do homecoming court.
Yeah, we'll have the court. It's we do a sport-wide homecoming now, just one homecoming. So a lot of representatives there, and for all the sports. So it'll be a nice night, and hopefully we can get everybody out and support all those kids. Get a big crowd for homecoming. So always nice to see people coming back. So
I know you and your team have put a lot of effort into making that happen. So just excited to be back at home. We've been on the road for 2 weeks in a row, so it'll be good. We will host Cleveland. Kickoff is 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
We might start a little bit early because of homecoming. We want to stream some of that. So
homecoming will start at 6:30, so we'll probably be on the air a little earlier.
We'll probably be on the air maybe 6 o'clock broadcast time next week. So that is a final. The Mustang had their chances. A turnover that just shot you in the foot down in the end zone, gave them a quick 6 points. So the Hornets will win it tonight, 32-29. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a second. You're listening to Mustang Football.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Philadelphia. Local time is 3:05 p.m. and the temperature is 67 degrees. At this time, you are now free to use your cellular devices.
You know that feeling when you get to turn your phone on after the plane lands? You can have that feeling every time you drive. Make sure your cell phone is stowed away whenever you are behind the wheel.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
With kids, life is one big adventure. That's why you need a strong financial partner like TTCU Federal Credit Union. You could get $150 when you open a checking account. And every time you use your School Pride debit card, TTCU donates to schools. Checking account? Why not call it your living account? TTCU Federal Credit Union. With approved credit, annual percentage yield for dividend-bearing accounts is 0.20% as of 7/1/19. Offer ends 10/31/19. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
We have a final score live from Hilldale. The Mustangs fall just a little bit short tonight. 32-29 is our final here. Mr. Despain is off with our statistician Johnny Deramo getting some final stats for us. Let me update you quickly on some scores going on in Class 4A around the state. Bethany ranked number 1 in the state on top of Kingfisher in the 34-6. Berry Hill and Cushing, it's a final. Berry Hill will come out on top, 36-33. They were the home team tonight. Pryor on top of Grove, 38-7. Tahlequah going to beat Salisaw, 37-14. Will Rogers and McLean. McLean will win that one, 18-6. Verdigris on top of Stillwell, 50-23. Just some other scores going on in our class tonight. Coach Spam, you got some stats for us as we take a look at the
Yeah, got some final
show?
stats from Johnny over there. Man, we were pretty balanced. We were 136 rush. Zach had 15 carries, 122 yards for 8-yard average. I mean, he's still keeping that average up there. Salt was 12 of 27 for 161 through the air, 2 TDs. And then we had Cooper had 2 catches, 66 and a TD. Brennan Davis 2 for 42 and a TD. Chase had a couple catches in there as well. Big story on the other side there. Only 73 rush yards for Hilldale, but they had 381 through the air. So, the pass just really hurt us. They were able to kind of chip away, and defensively we kind of had some big plays. But like you said earlier, that that fumble down deep in our end zone. They recovered. Boy, I think that was a big difference.
That was definitely the difference
so.
in the ball game. You would have had a 3-point advantage had things stayed the way they were. Mustangs only 44% tonight. The completion rate on their passes, so our passing game just didn't develop the way it did. And Hilldale's passing game actually is probably better than what they've had in their first 2 outings tonight. Coach Winters, let's start with you down on the sideline. Just walk us through just your reflections on the ball game, and you can find some positive energy here. You can find some positive momentum to build in as we go to homecoming next week.
Yes, before I get started, that I hope my wife, Miss Jamie, gets well. She went through a surgery today, and I want to thank my son Tyler for staying home so I could be here tonight. Get well, honey. I love you. Okay, now back to the game. Seriously, as a coach, what matters is district play, and I think this is a good wake-up call for these guys, and I'm sure the coach is going to use it in a positive way. To spur practice and spur focus, and no one wants to lose a game, especially those seniors. Every game is precious, but the playoffs and the longer term goal is what we need to look to, and I'm sure the coaches are going to try to focus on that. And again, if we use it as a learning experience, it'll only make us stronger and better.
Absolutely,
no doubt.
I don't know that you got beat tonight. I think you might have beat yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it was a battle. Both teams had some mistakes. Both teams made some big plays, but that one deep in our end zone was definitely key there. It is what it is. It's like Coach Winter said. How you bounce back. District starts next week, and that's where the playoff implications will start. And that's where we got to take care of business. I know coaches will get in there and study film and kind of see what they can do to get better and come back next week ready to go.
My fear was your last 2 games you've won, you beat guys that are a class ahead of you. They're 5A games. And when you watch tape on Hilldale, their passing game won much. And my fear was these guys thought, we can do this. And sometimes you can start to believe in your own swag, believe your own press kiplings. I'm not saying that's what happened tonight, but I'm saying it sure felt like a trap game to me. You came into Hilldale. They knew you were coming.
Yeah.
It's not a big rivalry game, but these 2 teams have fought over the last couple of years. I mean, Hilldale beat us last year.
It's close.
It was
very
close
again.
So again, a close game tonight too.
It's just, I don't know. We gave great effort. I mean, they're a decent team. Again, they're big up front. I mean, and they got some big old guys on the defensive line and the offensive line, and we had guys battle, and we talked about, no turnovers and things like that, and we forced them into some, but we had a key one that really cost us.
You won the turnover battle tonight, but your turnover was costly.
Yeah, no doubt.
Basically cost you the point difference on the game. Coach Winters, any final thoughts from you?
I might change, have co-MVP of the game. Connor's catch.
Yeah, that
and
was
the 2
big.
interceptions. He's going both ways. I mean, there's guys that gave premium effort. It's tough to win on the road. I mean, it just is. It's just different. And that's no excuse. And I won't take anything away from Hilldale. They've got a rich football tradition. They made plays tonight.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Absolutely. Gentlemen,
give them credit.
It is always a pleasure. I'm excited about next weekend, homecoming. We're going to do some special things with our broadcast, do our best to broadcast the homecoming festivities. We're going to let you see the Stallion Battalion Marching Band in their halftime show. They've got the competition next weekend at home. It's a busy week of activities for Mustangs. Our softball team has a busy schedule. Our volleyball team has a busy schedule as well. But from Hilldale, the final score, once again, the Hornets win it 32-29. I'm Brent Kellogg. Have a wonderful Mustang week. You've been watching Mustang football.